Okay, yeah, I think they can hear me now. Hello everyone, it's me again, Splat Mike, and we are finally going to play Project Eden's Garden. This is gonna be interesting. Also, wait, hold on. I should quickly fix something. There we go. I knew that there was something wrong with the screen. Okay, but yeah, I'm a little terrified because you've seen my track record with Danganronpa games. I get too attached to characters, and then they die really badly in front of me. I don't know how long I'll go for this chapter. It's just chapter 1 that we have, because that's all we have so far. But we'll see what happens. Um, I think I'll turn down the game just in case it's a bit too loud for everyone, because it is kind of loud for me. But yeah, let's just get started. Let me see, can I... Oh, I can turn down the music. Yeah, I'll turn down the music for me. And the sound effects. So I just need to make sure I hear the voices. Get the speed a bit. But, oh my goodness, this looks so freaking professional. Chapter select. So chapter 0, chapter 1, and that's all we have so far. Like, I don't know anything about this game, but this game looks very impressive for what it is. Like, this looks like an actual Danganronpa game. Like, Danganronpa Another was its own thing. I know it's getting its remake, and SDRA 2 was super good, but it still felt like it's fan game. This feels like it's official. So, I'm excited. I can't wait to see what we're getting into. Life has no meaning. We exist just by chance, born to a planet that didn't want us to begin with. It's up to the best of humanity to give the world a purpose. People like me, those who shine brighter than the others, who have an influence on the greater society. Ultimates. We're known as Ultimates. Ultimate titles are awarded to exceptionally talented high school and college students. Doctors who can cure the incurable. Engineers who build machines to improve millions of lives. The most influential politicians, the most creative architects. These are the people who deserve lifelong recognition, who define what it truly means to be a true ultimate.
I, Damon Maitsu, am the ultimate debater.
Ultimate debater, I love public speaking! So Damon Maitsu. So this is our protagonist.
A prodigy among prodigies. Someone who simply can't be outmatched.
Okay, go off, King. If you really think so.
I hold on to my title dearly, because it defines me. It's who I am. It's what gives me my purpose. Among a sea of mediocrity, I am a shining example of talent, and now, there's a school worthy of me.
Oh my goodness, he seems like a prick. To Mr. Damon Matsu, the ultimate debater, congratulations! For your contributions as an ultimate, we cordially invite you to attend Eden's Garden Academy, specialized college for academic-based talents. Finally, we're not going to Hope's Peak! At our unique academy, you will not only develop a tighter grasp on our respective skill set, but you and the other ultimates who receive this invitation will gain an ever-important proficiency at leadership, communication, and persuasion. In an age where anyone can be called ultimate, we hope you will join us and assume your rightful place as a true face of talent. This place is so freaking, like, prestigious and uppity. I feel like I'm gonna hate this protagonist. Please keep the contents of this invitation as well as the attached registration materials strictly confidential. The integrity of our program is built on the foundation of privacy. Eden's Garden Academy. Ultimate Academy for true ultimates, unlike Hosek Academy, am I right? They just let anyone get in like Nagito. It is built in partnership with the Ultimate Talent Program, a government institution that has awarded ultimate titles to people for the last century. You don't apply for the UTP schools, they scout for their students, which is how I found myself receiving a letter from Eden's Garden Academy. It looks like to be an amazing school, immaculate architecture, incredible workspaces, and access to resources beyond anything I've ever seen. Everything about the school is perfect. It's truly worthy of being called ultimate. My 18 years of living, I have accomplished more than most people could ever dream of. Then this random and chaotic existence, it feels like I was destined to be great. After what seemed like hours of waiting, the train arrived for me. It wasn't as nice looking as I expected, at least not for a school of this caliber. It is undeniably the one. With luggage in hand and a pamphlet in the other, I boarded the train. This is the start of my new life, the start of an even greater career. For the first time in my life, I become finally among the people as great as me.
Huh?
Oh no.
Look! Someone else is here.
These are the people!
Huh? Someone else?
Hey, hey! Welcome to the Eden's Club! Well, it's more accurate to say Eden's Garden Academy's club, but Eden's Club just has more of a ring to it, don't you think?
True. In front of me, spread across the train carriage, is a group of strange-looking people. A girl with pink hair, some guy in a wolf costume. Wait, where? Oh, is that the guy back there? One guy with a weird beanie staring intensely at me. What the hell? Are these creepy people really attending the same academy as me? Apathetic to my situation, the train continued from its halt. Looks like I'm stuck here for now. Guess I should find somewhere to sit.
Hey, you! New guy!
Alright, who are all of these people?
Over here!
Hello, can you hear me? Seem to have caught the attention of one of the other passengers. He looks cute.
What now?
What do you want?
What if...
Cool, so, I was wondering something. Whatever it is, I'm sure you can ask an employee. I'm honestly not in the mood. Sure. Frowning and dropping his head, he walked away. Why is the protagonist such a bitch? He's not likable.
Howdy.
Excuse me, but you don't happen to know when the final stop is, do ya? Oh wait, it's a girl. Jeez, can people just leave me alone for 5 minutes? Not a clue, but can you try looking for... Oh! Words got caught up in my throat when I turned to look at her. This woman had to be twice my size. Oh my goodness, it's the Bara character of this game. Oh my goodness, you're not making it to chapter 4. Or past chapter 4. Is something wrong? Don't fret it, darling. I'll just see who else is around. Small wave, she walked away. People here are just getting weirder and weirder. Really hope none of them are in my class. Not wanting to be bothered any further, I quickly found myself a seat by the window. Ah yes, typical loner. Says me who sits at lunch alone most of the time. Situation was nothing like I expected, but at least the view from the train was nice. Mountains framed by the deep blue sky, crystal clear rivers that sparkled like jewels in the sunlight, couldn't be a more radical departure from home. Scenery continued to pass, time passing by with it. The chatter from the others in the train eventually softened, leaving just me and the rolling mountains. Nearby, a woman in professional attire turned her nose up to the air and started sniffing. After a moment, the expression on her face turned stone-cold serious.
Something is wrong.
The air doesn't smell right.
Oi!
Huh? The air?
Quack!
Hey, I smell something too.
Excuse me.
Could you describe it? Kinda chemical-y? It's almost like it's coming from
What about...
that bag over there. She pointed to a travel bag at the opposite end of the car. Oh shoot, you mean this one right next to me? Who are you, sir? Why are you wearing that mask? I don't smell anything funny. Well, that's probably because of the helmet.
Pardon me.
Is that your bag?
Not a chance.
Nope, it was already here when I got on the train.
Weird.
Oh, that's weird. There's no name tag or anything. Expecting the outside of the bag, he began filling with this lock.
Great!
Cool, you got it open. That wasn't the lock.
Huh?
Huh? Are you okay? Yeah, bro, I'm all good. I just feel kinda... Oh,
Christ almighty! Shit.
did he just pass out? The same end of the car, the guy who had been staring at me earlier. Oh, yeah, he looks creepy. I'm not feeling so good either.
Hang on.
What did he say? Good night. Oh no, we're being knocked out. What the? Oh, people are dropping like flies. Oh crap, someone get help.
For real?
Let me try to alert the conductor or whatever. She ran to the door that connected to the adjacent car.
Oh, crud.
It's not opening. Why isn't it opening?
Stand back.
I want to try my hand at it. Can you step aside for a sec? He yanked at the door, but...
Bad news.
Damn, the car is locked up as tight as a prison.
Come off the grass.
Huh? I left to take a piss like an hour ago. Ugh, let me try something else. Big man rolled his shoulders and threw himself against the door with all his might. He groaned and stepped back, revealing he hadn't even left a mark on the door. What? That did nothing. There's another boy who's fallen. A girl, too. Why is everyone passing out?
Damn it.
Shit. Maybe it got something to do with that bag we... Huh. Air around me had grown thick with a strange pungent smell. I could taste it. Feel it sting my eyes. God, no doubt. Its futile plea left my lips. My strange trail away with it. The world flicker around me, and then... There was nothing. Oh, he just got knocked out! Vows woven by stitches and needles. Well, that's an interesting start. Huh? What is that humming noise? It sounded almost like an air conditioner. But if it's an air con, why am I so warm? I weakly opened my eyes. Above me was a concrete ceiling. Concrete ceiling? Body's so heavy, but I had to get on my feet to see where I was. Huh? It's a girl. Could it be that she's... No, she's still breathing. So she's asleep, just like I was. Kneeling down to her level, I reached out my hand to shake her. Hey, can you hear me? Oh, hey, J-Loud, can you join? Yeah, sure. I hadn't joined the VC. I was just waiting if anyone wanted to join. If Discord will not be laggy. Okay.
How's the good boy?
I am good. Oh, wait,
Good.
hold on. I think you're in the background. Let me just... There you go. Okay. Okay, I think audio's good. I think they can also hear
Got my
you.
earbuds so I can hear you better.
Alright. So, we just got knocked out. No response. Bringing my face closer to hers, I repeated the question. Hey, can you hear me? Why isn't she waking up? Damn it, do I actually have to... Holy! Her eyes snapped open, causing me to jump back. I was just testing you.
Huh?
Testing me? To see what you would do. It's not every day you find a body on the floor.
That's...
So you're awake that whole time.
Correct.
I woke up before you, yes. And she just let me sleep.
Anyways,
How long was I out for?
Not sure.
I don't know. I didn't wake up that long ago. When I first came to, I was also started to see a stranger.
You see?
One can never know if they're the presence of a friend or foe. Which is why I need to see for myself how much I could trust you. By lying on the floor and making herself vulnerable. Jesus, that makes no sense. It's just like, oh yes, I gotta make sure if I can trust this person. Let me pretend I'm dead.
Oh, by the way, I've already seen the first chapter of this, and I already know who gets executed. I don't know the first death.
Yeah, like, I've seen this game, I've been trying not to get spoiled. I've only seen a few characters that I've seen pop up for Twitter, but I don't know, like, who's who and everything. So, as an excuse to break out the conversation, I started to look around the room. It was definitely some kind of boiler room, but there didn't seem to be a light switch anywhere. The only light that came from the vents sat far back in the room. Looking at my close surroundings, I was standing on a platform with stairs that led down to the rest of the room. The lowest floor was mildly flooded. Say the water reached a little above my ankles. It's a place that had clearly been abandoned for a long time. Even with all the strange things around me, my gaze kept returning to this girl. Something about her that seemed almost familiar. Wait, that's it. She was on the train I boarded. The fitness Grand Pacer test is an aerobic capacity test that aggressively gets more difficult.
PTSD!
Hi, Feisty. How's
Don't
it
tell
going?
me that was feisty, you son of a bitch!
Hey, we've met before. On that train?
Yeah.
Yeah. Things turned upside down not long after you arrived. Strange smells started to come from that travel bag, and everything turned black.
Right.
Just what the hell was that?
Listen to me.
I think it was a chemical agent. The bag must have been equipped with a gas bomb or something. Something clearly wanted to knock us out. Sounds like she's been thinking hard about it. Maybe that's why it took her so long to wake me up.
I see.
Sure, I was thinking the same, but whose bag was it? Why did they want to knock us out? Why aren't we on the train anymore? Where are we?
Look at this.
Considering our surroundings, some sort of boiler room. She raised a hand to push up her glasses. Something large and metallic on her wrist caught my eye. It looked vaguely like a watch. Hey, what's that on your hand?
Well,
You tell me. It appears you have one as well.
Huh?
Wait, I do? What the fuck?
Bum bum bum!
Who gave me a Rolex? Just kidding.
I'd be like, oh, cool, a new. Oh, it's fake.
You and J-Law fought in Pokemon Showdown before he joined VC. Want to take a guess who won the most fights? You.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did. Until the last one where he screwed up poorly.
Damn. I'm just checking something. Okay. But like, Feisty, if you do want to join, you can just join General and I can just drag you in. It's up to you. Sure enough, I was wearing the same device. It didn't fit it tightly around my wrist, but it felt like I was wearing nothing at all.
Damn it.
Hey, I'm not wearing this. Plus 3 special attack Azumarill on Gen 2. Grab the hold of the device and pull a tiny surge of electricity right through my
That
wrist.
scared me.
how humiliating.
Sorry, I should have warned you. If you try taking it off, it shocks you. Thanks for the heads up. Shit, what's going on here? Why am I wearing this weird shock collar thing? Who put this on me?
Look,
You can touch the screen, though. See, like this. She tapped the face of the device, it slowly lit up and displayed a holographic image.
Oh my god, do you know who she reminds me of?
What?
Who's the character from Super Danganronpa 2?
Kokoro?
Yes, Kokoro!
He is giving me big Kokoro vibes, but like, I don't want to
The
feel
hair,
that.
the glasses.
It's like, I don't want to feel that because Kokoro was actually really fucked up. Like, she wasn't even part of Void, but like, she was also responsible for what happened in that game, so like, And also what she did to her
But
freaking daughter. It's just like,
Well, her death was, questionable.
yeah. It's just projecting a
The
blank
most
screen for some
gruesome one
reason.
was definitely Setsuka.
Yeah, my girl. I don't want to feel like that again, but I feel like
Setsuka!
I don't know if I'll feel
The
it for this
saddest one was-
chapter, but like when this game
The
does
saddest
reach
death was
completion,
Shinji.
true, but like when this game reaches completion, I wonder if I'll feel as like terrible as they did for Setsuka. Either way, it seems we're stuck with this device for the time being.
moving on.
While you're standing there,
You
the
did
least
hear
you can
me
do
when
is
I
give me
say
a name.
Shinji was the saddest death, right?
He was pretty sad. That chapter still.
He
I don't really
didn't
like chapter 4.
deserve it. He never deserved it.
The only fight bro won was I did a goof moment on Terra Steel Lugia against a chestnut with body press. Damn. We didn't have much time for a meeting
Yeah.
on the train anyway. Damon Matsu, Ultimate Debater. I'm a student at Eden's Garden Academy.
Interesting.
How interesting.
Huh?
Well, what is?
Hmm?
Thank you for telling me more than I asked for.
As for myself, you may call me Eva Tsunaka.
Eva Sunaka. It's nice to meet you.
Imagine it's
Sure.
actually pronounced Damon.
He said how it was. It was Daimon.
I made you say Daimon.
Maybe there's
Because
some...
you was saying Damon.
Welcome to Project Eden's Garden. A lot has happened already, and I'm sure you're eager to investigate, but there are some things you should get acquainted with first. You access the trinket, or as Daimon so colloquially put it, the watch, press the F1 key. To view past dialogue, press the F2 key. And to access observation mode, press the Enter key. Press the Enter key again if you want to exit this mode. Oh, and use WASD keys to move around the room. If you ever need to revisit information, check out
Can't
the
wait to
control
see
panel. It's just
Monokuma
on the
again.
F3 away.
After Super Danganronpa 2, I can't wait to see Monokuma again.
Okay, so I can move with arrow keys too. So F1. Wow, my settings. Yeah, let me save.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba! Who would have guessed?
Alright, so investigation mode. Let's check out these boxes.
So this is definitely like the classic Danganronpa game.
Hello, Chewie. You love Eva? Oh, okay, so I guess you're familiar with this game, so just make sure no spoilers in chat, obviously, because, like, this is the first time playing this.
I've only seen the first execution. I don't know who got killed first.
So, there might be something useful in this pile of dusty boxes. Light bulbs, duct tape, bunch of screws. Nope, there's nothing in here but junk.
Among Us and climb through the vent.
There's a generator under the vent. Is this what's making the mechanical noise? Sinking into the water put me on edge. I'm thinking of checking out the window above it, but now I'm not so sure. Camera. Staring at me from the corner of the room was an expensive-looking security camera. If this been recently installed, it better be suited for a vault than a crappy boiler room. I noticed that camera
See the security camera.
Yeah, it's really out of place. Do you think someone is watching us through it? Doesn't look like it's turned on, so I doubt it. I see. Perhaps that's for the best. What do you mean? If someone is watching us, it's possible they are the same person who put these wrist straps on us. Makes a decent point. And that seems to be it. This room is too run down for me to investigate anything else. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw Eva approach the pile of boxes and fish out a light bulb. Then, without hesitation, she chucked it into the water. What are you doing? All of a sudden, she jumped off the platform we were standing in into the water. Seriously, what the hell are you doing?
Can't you see?
Exploring. You're not worried about the generator.
Look,
Look at the light bulb I threw into the water. Notice how it isn't flashing? That means the water isn't conductive. Fair enough. Guess she's not worried about getting her shoes wet either. Okay, give me a second. Took off my socks and shoes and quickly
You know what
rolled
I
up
would
my
be worried
pants.
about? Brain-eating parasites.
True. Trying to hide my discomfort behind
Oh,
a
I
cool face, I descended to the stairs into the murky
noticed
water.
the feather.
Mechanical noise is even louder now.
Did you notice the feather in her hair?
Oh yeah, true. It's coming from the direction of the
That's cool.
Look, it definitely must be the generator. Lucky the water isn't conductive. Those exposed wires would be bad news otherwise.
interesting.
For such a small generator, it sounds like it's running a lot of power. I'm surprised how this noise alone wasn't enough to wake us up. Whatever knocked us out on the train must have been pretty strong. Right, that explained the whirring noise. I wonder where all the power is going to. High up on the wall was a vent. It could be on the other side. Do you want to look through that? Yeah, I do.
Listen to me.
Alright, I have an idea, but it'll take some physical effort. Like, what?
Well,
Like getting on my shoulders.
Seriously?
I'm not doing that. If you get on my shoulders, it'll give you a boost and you can look through the window.
Fair.
But shouldn't I be the one giving you
Ow.
a boost?
Oh, you... Yeah.
I don't think you can handle it. Saying that, she stooped in front of the generator and motioned for me to come over.
talking.
Make sure to tuck your feet behind my back. I waded over to Eva and awkwardly positioned myself on her shoulders.
Are you sure you can do this?
I'm fine. Just look through the window already.
Alright.
Well, do you see anything? Yeah, another vent, and a room just beyond it. Can't see what's inside the room, though. Both these vents are in the way. Taking a closer look at the boiler room vent, I noticed the hinges bolted to the upper corners. Mean the vent can be open? Wrapping my fingers around the grate in front of me, I pulled as hard as I could. Hey, I got it open. Can you see better now? Although the second vent still obstructed a lot of the room, I was able to make out legs of tables and chairs. They're pretty fancy looking. It's the floor of some fancy room. We must be in a building with multiple levels. Weird that this vent opens into another room instead of outside. Eh? Just beyond the chairs, in the very corner of the room, there was something peeking out. Person's leg? Felt my chest tighten. Is he also passed out? Hello, can you hear me? No response. Damn it, there's gotta be a way inside this room. Eva, can you let me down?
One among us.
There's someone in there?
I.
I don't think it's a guy. Or, I think it's a guy. He's lying out on the floor, and I'm pretty sure he's passed out. He might know something we don't. If we're not there when he wakes up, we might lose him.
So,
There's room on the levels above ours, you said. Right, which means there must be stairs somewhere.
Focus.
Have to find them. To leave an area, press the R key. I'll confirm the choice with you, just to get any second thoughts. Are you sure you want to leave? Yes.
Why's she doing a W with her hand?
As soon as I was out of the water, I threw my socks and shoes and ran straight to the door. Upon leaving the room, I was greeted with an equally derelict hallway. The walls and floors were an old matted color with nothing else to them. No wall decor, no windows, no life whatsoever. However, there was one thing that stood out. The very end of the hallway where the corridor took a sharp turn was what looked like to be sunlight hitting the wall. Does it mean there's an exit right around that corner?
hang on.
Don't go running
Why
off without
is your
me.
little Bitmoji angry?
Oh, is it angry? Did I accidentally press a button?
Yeah, it's Angie.
Also, hold on. Oh my goodness, my stream seems like it's lagging a lot on my phone. Is it lagging?
On my TV, yes.
I think it might be because I'm on like Discord and everything.
Could be.
Because like this game, like it was like lagging so much when I was on Discord, so like, I I don't know if it can handle Discord right now for this game.
Then again, it is still only in the beta.
Yeah, like my stream is like barely functioning to like, so I'm gonna just see what happens if I like close Discord real quick for a bit. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, I am back. Let me check how it is. Oh my. Okay. YouTube is not. Oh my god, this game is absolutely lagging as hell. It's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming? What the hell? One's a bit smoother without Discord, but like, it is still being a little like, eh. Let me go quickly to my settings real quick for something. If it'll let me. Just gonna see if that, like, will help anything if I lower the bitrate. Because it is seeming a bit, like, laggy. But, like... No, yeah, I need to fix the chroma on this, because, like, it's taking out some of the red. So... Okay. Okay, I think that's good. That helps. uh... I think this is good now. Hopefully it's good. If it goes any worse, just tell me. Anyway, I think I'll just not be on Discord for now. So, I've already inspected the rooms in this hallway, so you can just ignore them. When did you do that?
You see,
While you were asleep. You weren't waking up despite my best efforts, so I decided to investigate on my own. Hang on, your best efforts.
so
Poking you in the face, dragging you by the feet, I even bridal carried you at one point. Not sure I can believe that.
listen to me.
Anyway, I haven't checked what's upstairs. I didn't walk too far from where you were lying. Yeah, it still looks so freaking laggy. Maybe if I lower it a bit more. So I think my bitrate was like way too high. See if that does anything useful. Like, I just want to make sure, like, it's not, like, absolutely dying.
Come again?
You didn't think to get help?
No,
You're obviously breathing.
Really?
That doesn't answer the question. You only started to wake up after I returned from my search. Goodness, it's still so fucking laggy. What the fuck? How do I fix this? Okay. I know I like this, but I'm just gonna see if like getting rid of VideoTube does anything to help. So, although as much as I like having my little guy with me, let's see if that helps in any way. Why is it so behind? Wait, the fuck? Why did it say... Why was I still on Discord? Discord? What the fuck? Hold on, Task Manager. Oh my god, this computer is so shit. What the fuck? Task Manager, please. It's like... It's like, okay, we good? We good? Are we good? Can't figure her out at all.
Moving on.
This floor didn't turn up anything useful, by the way. The room's just a bunch of storage closets completely depalpitated, filled with random stuff. That was the case for every room?
It's the truth.
If you don't believe me, you can check it out for yourself. My great-grandmother's brother's friend's motivational calendar once said, "You can't progress if you don't have the will to move. Please use the WASD keys to walk. Since you're in a hurry, you shift to sprint. Last but not least, proceed with caution." Okay. Okay, I think that seemed to work better, because, like, I guess for some reason Discord was still open, which is fucking weird.
It's the truth.
Okay. I know I just closed it, but since, like, it was mainly because of the thing just randomly being terrible, I'm gonna open up VideoTube again and see if it's not as bad now. So, water stains covered some parts of the walls and ceiling. You could only guess a pipe had broken and started leaking. It didn't seem to be any mold, but at the very least.
So,
The room with unconscious man should be adjacent to the boiler room. It means on the other side of the hallway, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, give it that we walked away from the boiler room to get here. Alright, let's investigate. Okay, what the fuck? What the fuck? Where's my bitrate going? It's just like, why is it so shit? Like, why can't shit work when I want it to? Oh wait, I didn't mean to close that. It's like, I am just trying to make sure, like... Like, oh my god, my stream is so fucked. Yeah, this is why I'm not gonna join VCs for games like this, because, like... It fucked me up this badly. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to say goodbye to my PNG, because, like... Oh my god, it's so shit right now. Okay. It's like... I'm seeing how bad it got. Oh, it's still being so bad. Oh my god, why is it so bad? Oh my god. I don't know if I can do this. Like, it's running this bad. Like, 3D Worlds and, like, all my other Switch games are never this bad. Like, it's just specifically this game that is starting to be a big problem. Hmm. It's so bad. Okay, I think this is slightly better. If it gets any worse, I don't know.
You see,
The room with the unconscious man should be above. Okay. In here? This is definitely not the right way. Okay, then. In here? This must be the room. Taking a deep breath, I push open the large doors. Oh, this is a pretty stylish looking place. Must be a lot maintained with the rest of the building. Okay, the vent should probably be... Ha!
Huh?
Huh? Before I had a chance to react, the woman drove her fist directly into the side of my head. Who the hell are you? Who the hell are you? Shit, why did you just hit me? I'm not gonna embrace a stranger with open fucking arms. You could have been a murderer. So your instinct is to attack everything you see? We've met before, haven't we?
Curious.
I was about to say, I recall seeing your faces on the train. Do you guys know each other? Not at all. We only formally met a few minutes ago. Oh,
Anyways,
well, you're still knocked out. Sleeping gas stuff, right?
Soybean.
Don't remind me, Soybean.
come again.
What? Yeah, that's right, I said it. You're Soybean, just like this loser next to me. I disagree, but we should focus on what happened on the train. I don't know what the fuck happened, but One second I was on the train, and next I was surrounded by total darkness. The place was a solitary confinement chamber. Then I was gonna suffocate in there. What are you talking about?
See that?
See that pantry over there? Yeah? Turns out the door was unlocked.
Jeez.
You were inside that pantry? When she kicked open the door, I nearly jumped out of my skin. What the hell were you doing while she was in there? Waking up. Eh? Isn't it unfair? I got stuffed in some tiny pantry while this guy had this entire floor to himself. Whoever's responsible for this must have been jealous of my talent. You don't believe how many jealous bastards have been violent in this industry. Industry?
Hey?
What's wrong with this dumb face? Know who I am, right? Was I supposed to? Uncultured swine.
My name's Grace Madison, Ultimate Golfer. Don't forget it, Soybean.
Ultimate golfer, you say? Girl. Ultimate golfer. Grace Madison.
I see.
The ultimate golfer, of course. Since the two of you were on that train, that means you're ultimates as well. What about you? Hmm? Can you tell me your ultimate talent?
I'm Wolfgang Akade, the ultimate lawyer. Here's my card.
Ultimate lawyer Kakuru, is that you? But Wolfgang Akade, he looks cool. A lawyer? It's way better than being a golfer, but for such a young-looking guy, I didn't expect him to have a talent like that. His age must be part of what makes him an ultimate.
Pardon me.
You look confused. I'm not confused, I look too young, is that what you think?
I understand.
I get it a lot, even Miss Madison said it.
Whatever you say.
'Cause it's true!
Hold on.
Well, don't you think the same could be said for yourself? Not wise in the way of sports, but I already had the impression golf was an old man business. Not that young women shouldn't take the reins. The sport probably needs a revival. It's a tough industry. That 'cause we got fight for recognition. I'll sit around for 7 years and do F all. Sounds like the average high schooler now that I think about it. Hey, how old were you when you started college?
No, thank you.
That's personal information I don't intend to disclose. Yo, piece of work, aren't you? What happened to talking about the train? These guys seriously have their priorities skewed.
So,
You have them too.
look,
We're all wearing the same wrist straps. Really? You're busy talking, so I figured you wouldn't notice unless I pointed it out.
Hey?
Wrist strap, you say? Pfft, these fuckers are more like mini shot collars.
By the way,
Those aren't mutually exclusive. I heard you the first time.
well,
So you tried taking it off, did you?
Yes.
Yep, same with you. Actually, it was me who tried taking it off. Stupid thing zapped me when I did.
let's see.
I suspected it wasn't unique to Miss Madison, though I hadn't tried removing the strap myself.
strange.
Equipping everyone with a strap that shocks them. What could justify someone doing like that? Well, what's the purpose behind these straps?
Soybean.
Are you daft? It's to shock us! The thing is, we seem to receive a shock if we try to remove it.
How can this be?
So why aren't we allowed to remove these wrist straps? But I want to know who even put these things on us. The answer to those questions might be something we have yet to figure out ourselves. Me to be abducted and taken somewhere I don't know, by a bunch of strangers forced to figure out why, doesn't make any sense why it's happening.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello?
Are you talking to me?
No,
No, look behind you. Huh? Confused, I turned around to see what captured everyone's attention. For a second I thought I was seeing things. Peeking at us from the corridor was a small girl. Who are you?
Is that a...
What the? Is that a fucking gremlin?
Miss Madison!
You'll scare her if you shout like that. Girl had left her position in the corridor and slid into the room. I could see for certain that she was a kid. Who let the child in?
For your information.
I am not a gremlin. Did your mother never teach you manners? It's rude to backtalk strangers you haven't met. No way, the gremlin can talk? I just told you I'm not a gremlin. If we must make comparisons, I'd rather you liken me to something more elegant. For example, a kappa.
Really?
That's not much better.
Be careful.
Please be careful what you say to her. Girl seems awfully young.
can't you see?
She doesn't seem young. She is young. What's going on here? Why is a child wandering around? You know, now that I think of it, I'm pretty sure I also saw you on that train. Hidden behind some of the other people, so you're pretty hard to see. It seemed you were sitting down or something. I didn't even cross my mind that you might have been an actual kid. Cowering behind a bunch of strangers, huh? Figures I didn't see it. Still, what the hell is it even doing on that train? That's what I'm wondering. Kids got no business with people like us. I do not appreciate your misguided comments about my age. I am a professional just like the rest of you.
No.
You're an ultimate?
Is that really true?
I didn't think children could qualify as ultimates.
I am an ultimate.
Must I keep repeating myself? I'm not a child. I'm a professional.
Jeez.
Well, what is it you're so good at? So you desire to know my talent, do you? Normally, I decline further conversation with rude people like you. But given our circumstances, I shall be so quiet on the matter.
I am Toshiko Kaira, the ultimate matchmaker. Nice to meet you.
Ultimate
Pose.
Ultimate matchmaker? Whit Young is that? Yeah, just kidding. So Toshiko Kaira. Like, you do not look like a matchmaker at all. What the hell are you?
That's...
Matchmaker? Aren't you a bit young for something like that?
Get a grip.
Gremlin's obviously lying about having a talent, but it snuck its way on the train because it saw the commotion. Now the little bastard is stuck with us.
Look at what you've done.
Now look at what you've done. You made her upset. Upset?
Of course not.
I know better than to take a gremlin seriously. Oi! Don't think you can use my own insult against me!
Miss Madison.
Grace. What?
Moving on.
So if I have things right, all 5 of us are on that train. What about the other people who boarded it? Do you think they've been kidnapped as well?
Indeed.
That is correct. Apart from us, there are 11 other people. 11, counting us, that makes 16. You know what that means? The same number of people who were on the train.
Quite
I've become well acquainted with them.
filthy.
The only person I've been avoiding is that frustrating boy I woke up with. You wouldn't believe his manners. And she also woke up with another person. I'm starting to see a pattern here. As does everyone else.
Pose.
Speaking of, would you like to meet the others? I think they should know about you four.
Very well.
That would be helpful, yes?
Wonderful.
Very well, I shall serve as your guide as we embark on this new journey.
Take this seriously.
Don't sound so happy about this. This is a kidnapping, not a college orientation. And again, it's not like I would go to most orientations willingly. Maybe those two events aren't all that different.
Well,
Where are the others right now? Obviously, they're outside this building. There's an exit not too far from here. Follow me.
For the best.
She seems to know more than us. It wouldn't hurt to entertain her. Let's see what this thing has up its sleeve. Outside this building, so there's even more to this place you've already seen? Are there buildings like this one? Exactly how big of an area are we exploring? Jenny here won't give me an answer. I should find the exit already. So, like, at least we aren't stuck here. What is this painting? So, a lot of weird paintings here, so I guess I'll just leave this area. I want to go meet the others. So far, we've met Kokoro Part 2, but hopefully she doesn't become as evil as Kokoro. Wolfgang, who seems so gentleman. I like him. We got the bitch of the game. And I don't know if this other girl will be bitch. Looks like the others are gone. Whatever, I work better alone. And of course, we're the biggest bitch of this game. Are these gonna be our rooms? Like hell, I'm going back down there. Is it? Ah, there we are. Wolfgang?
Trust in the process.
Miss Kaira seems well acquainted with the layout of this building. We shall follow her directions for now.
Soybean.
About time you arrived, Soybean! Can you not call me that? Toshiko? You're late. You're waiting?
Boy,
Only 'cause the gremlin insisted. Didn't even realize he fell behind until she said something.
Unfortunately.
I'm ashamed to say the same.
Well,
By the way, what are the others doing right now? Exploring something else, probably. Don't sound very sure of yourself.
filthy.
They had the nerve to tell me to stay put while they inspected the area. If they don't want me exploring, then I suppose I'll explore by myself. Right, sounds like she just wanted to show off.
Are you done yet?
Who cares about that? Guys here now, let's go already. Yes, and the others will realize their foolishness. Onwards to the great outdoors! This little girl turned the face of the door, but instead of pushing it open, she reached out for a lock I hadn't even noticed before. The door opened with a long shrill creak, and we finally saw what was waiting outside. Ooh, this looks nice! It's a massive Romanex courtyard. Finally, some sunlight! This courtyard. I wonder if we'll escape by climbing over the hedges. Hedges are tall, but if we try looking for a rope...
Hold on.
I doubt it's that easy. The devices we're wearing will probably shock us. Let's see if you're right.
Soybean.
Go on, Soybean, climb the hedge.
Stop.
No.
Unfortunately, it's pointless to climb the hedges. How do you know? If you take a closer look at the sky, you should understand. Sky? Yes, do you see anything strange? Anything strange? No, there's nothing standing out to the... Wait, huh? My eyes tried adjusting to the glare of the sun, I noticed it. The shape of the clouds weren't normal at all. It's almost as if they were concave? Is this just painted in? The sky is curving inwards.
How can this be?
Could it be? Are we looking at a hologram?
Come on.
Of course, of the size? No way! It's gotta be a 360-degree projection or something. You mean this sky we're looking at is actually a video panorama? Just like Return of the Mammalians or something. It's all like completely ridiculous and said out loud, but at the same time, it made too much sense. This is 360 projection? Wouldn't that mean we're inside some sort of dome? This is like V3. Such is the truth I've long recognized.
Come off the grass.
Wait, you knew the sky was fake? Why'd you call this dump yard the great outdoors? It was for dramatic effect. In truth, I haven't seen natural sunlight since the moment I woke up here.
A cause for concern.
No sunlight. You really didn't see any windows in this building?
No.
No, none at all. No windows means no oxygen. We might be suffocating as we speak. We've survived this long. I think we'll be okay.
Hey.
You're acting way too nonchalant. Does this place bother you at all? It's a dome with a fake sky. That's something out of our movie.
So,
Maybe whoever brought us here wanted to recreate the feeling of being outside in lieu of actually letting us outside. Sure, if you want to make broad
you
assumptions.
see,
In a situation like this, making assumptions is all you can really do.
Fair.
Whether or not the sky is a projection, it's not something we could do much about. For now, we should remain focused on meeting the other students. Huh? Above the inane chatter, I heard a quiet, high-pitched noise, sort of like a mouse squeak. It was on like the current conversation, automatically stood out. Hey, can that guy stop talking for a second? Is there a problem?
Yeah.
Do you hear that?
Eh?
Hear what? Almost sounded like whimpering.
Strike me pink.
Wait, I just heard it.
Oi, you.
Oi, who the hell is crying? Quit hiding and come talk to us. Do ignore the shrew. Her bark is worse than her bite. Who are you calling a shrew? Crying seemed to have stopped. Whoever was refused to come out. Can we just leave them be? If they don't want to help, it's not our issue.
Goodness.
Don't be so heartless. This could be someone in need.
Be careful.
To the girl that is crying, please excuse my friend here. None of us are here to hurt you, so I think you should come out. Hiding will only make us more scared.
You think?
Do you really think I'm just gonna convince them? Aww. Oh, she's adorable. Hello. I wasn't,
Hello.
How about you tell us your name first?
Eloise Toner. I'm the old, even if it doesn't seem like it.
Eloise, Ultimate Fencer. That's a unique talent. She looks so adorable. Ultimate Fencer, was it?
Strange.
That's strange. Someone who's prolific at fighting shouldn't have a reason to hide from people.
That's not.
Actually, It doesn't focus so much on courage as people think. The key to fencing is the ability to predict your opponent's moves, along with having the ability to avoid them. Acting brash may get you the first move, but it's a steady analytical mind that secures the win. That's kind of impressive.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I get really excited when it comes to the subject, so I can't help but gush.
Listen to me.
But I have to ask, why were you hiding from us? She stood there quietly, deeply in thought.
Okay.
When I woke up, I had no idea where I was or why I was here.
Kind of like...
There were several strangers around me, and they were all so panicked as well. They felt like a mouse caught in a trap. Everything around me was suffocating.
Oh.
That's why I ran away immediately. I really don't like it when people can see me like that. I can't even call my mom. My phone wasn't on me when I came to.
I understand.
If it's any reassurance, it seems like my friends and I are in the same situation.
Seriously?
That's probably the last thing she wants to hear. And since when we were friends,
Well,
was there anyone with you when you woke up? Yes, but I didn't get to talk to them before I went into flight mode. Sorry. This girl's just as clueless as us. Seems she also passed out on that train. Damn it, what the hell is going on here? Were you the people in that building, by the way? Mm-hmm. Miss Kaira is currently introducing us to everyone else. Would you like to join?
maybe...
I think I want to stay where I am.
Very well.
When I meet the others, I'll tell them together here. That way you won't be alone. Also, if everyone together, we can discuss our next course of action. Yeah, I'll wait here if it makes things easier for everyone.
Many thanks.
Many thanks, Miss Telener. Compared to before, she looked a lot calmer. Wolfgang knew how to handle the situation pretty well. Maybe he just knows how to handle people in general. Guess it's admirable. Don't do this to me. I have a feeling I know what's gonna happen. Because, like, you can't just have an overly nice and gentleman character, and then just be like, oh wow, this person's so nice. Like, Gonta was good, but he still ended up being a murderer, so something bad's either gonna happen, or it's gonna be another David situation from DRGT. Who are you? The guy was leaning against a hedge with his hand in his pocket.
Nice.
Looks like you found some friends. Indeed! Why don't you say hello? He looked at us and waved. I resisted the urge to wave back. Have you no manners? Talk to them!
All good.
Alright, my bad. Clearly, Musi stood up straight and faced us.
Don't worry about it.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to act like a dick. Today's just been all over the place for me. Not an excuse, I know.
I suppose.
We can forgive you, if you just give us your name. Easy enough.
I'm Desmond Hall. They call me the ultimate marksman.
Desmond Hall. He looks like a bro. Hopefully I'll like him.
Hear me out.
Marksman, eh? That must mean you're really good at shooting stuff, right? That's right. I have a really good eye for my targets. Guns, bows, slingshots, you name it. I've hit bullseyes with it.
Hold on.
With all of those weapons, I must ask. You haven't killed anyone, have you?
Whoa!
Whoa, never! I realize my talent may leave some people on edge, but I only practice on stationary targets. Moving targets are outside my comfort zone.
Believe me.
I never take in a human life.
I see.
Good to know. Such a serious question, he composed himself pretty quickly. This guy knows how to keep his cool. So where's your partner? We all had one to my knowledge. Oh, you mean the pirate guy? It was, well, he was fine. Harmless for the most part. Just a little too extreme for me to be around. In situations like this, I prefer to keep myself. I know that sounds less cooperative, but, you know. I know what you mean.
Oi!
Wait, just a second!
You alright?
Huh?
You...
Did you just say a pirate? Sounds dumb, I know. I wouldn't buy it either if I hadn't spoken to the guy myself. It's gotta be that one freaky dude on the train, right? The buff one with the dragon tattoo. Yep, that's your man. He went through that door over there, so... Ha! I gotta see him!
Totally.
You have fun with that. Just saying, the guy's a little out there.
By the way...
By the way, Desmond, do you see that girl in that gray uniform over there? I told her I'm gonna bring everyone here. I think it's important we discuss this current situation as a group. Could you give her some company while I'm gone?
Easy enough.
Oh, sure thing. The others are on an odd bunch, so good luck convincing them. He may act casual, but being the ultimate marksman must take a lot of diligence. There's probably a lot to learn from someone like him. Everyone else must be in the building up ahead. Perhaps they are discussing something.
My.
Let's head over and find out, shall we? More people. Holy hell, is that a tree? That thing has to be like 60 feet tall or something. A sight to behold, isn't it?
That's not it.
Let's not get too excited, it's only a tree.
No.
I'm not even sure we can say that.
Could you explain?
Could elaborate? I don't quite get what you mean.
Interesting.
This is a fox tree.
Impossible!
Impossible! How can someone possibly manufacture a tree of this size?
Look at this.
If it's real, explain why these leaves don't make any noise when I break them.
Quit it.
Why the hell is that a huge fake tree?
Interesting indeed.
Be hard pressed to find a school with an installation like this. You'd be hard pressed to find it anywhere. Feel like you'd only see this in a museum or something.
In any case,
This building certainly has a strange aesthetic. Counting the two we just met, this is everyone, correct? Correct!
What's wrong?
Is something wrong?
You see?
If everyone from our train car is here, where are the other people who were on the train?
That's...
It's a good point. There were other people, right?
I'm sure.
Of course, the Academy said they reserved that train for its students. But, did you actually see anyone?
Let's see.
I never left our car, but I know Miss Madison did. Huh?
I apologize.
You mentioned leaving for the bathroom, remember?
I see.
Alright. Passed a bunch of students on my way to the crapper. Didn't talk to them, though.
Strange.
They had to for the commotion in our car. Why didn't they help us? Maybe they were also knocked out.
Anywho,
I doubt it. I doubt it's something we can answer right now. Can I just introduce you to the others already? Yes, we should familiarize ourselves with the other people who are currently here. Yeah, I guess that's the only thing we can do for now. Regardless, the whole thing was pretty baffling. The other students on the train passed out. Where are they now? If they didn't pass out, why did they not help us escape our car? Oh, okay. Can still move around here. So I already saw all these people. Who are you, sir? Boy was silently observing the space around him and jotting things down on a notebook. Hey, you.
The hell?
What the hell? Sorry, I dozed off for a bit there.
A cause for concern.
You have terrible eye bags. Have you not been getting enough sleep? Getting locked on the train is the most sleep I've gotten in a week. Thankfully, the little girl woke me up before he wasted too much time. If I'd known better, I wouldn't have. Your terrible sleep schedule has diminished your already meager natural beauty. Interesting. A boy with a snake tie, a girl with a white uniform, a man with a dapper suit. Oi, what are you doing?
Excuse me.
A very loud woman with a visor. Are you writing about us? I make sure to record all my daily happenings. There's no way I'd remember it all otherwise. Some fashion note-taking is just one of my many responsibilities.
My name is Ulysses Wilhelm, and I'm the ultimate historian. Please make note of that for future reference.
Ulysses Wilhelm, ultimate historian. He looks like he does not get enough sleep. He needs a bed right now. Interesting, a fellow scholar much like myself.
Jeez.
Shouldn't an ultimate historian be good at memorizing stuff?
Yes.
Yes, I'm perfectly proficient at remembering historical facts. This notebook is just for more frivolous information, stuff like shopping lists, classmates' birthdays, when to brush my teeth. Such excellent memory wasted on mental trivia, or menial trivia. You probably couldn't even remember the date of your wedding anniversary unless you wrote it down.
Unfortunately.
I think that's the same for most men.
So,
What do you do as the ultimate historian? As of now, I worked at the Potomac River.
So on.
I direct one of the wizards there, the Cold exhibits there, the Cold War era. When I'm not giving tours, I study primarily source documents in my office. No wonder you can't get any sleep. You can stay awake while reading all those boring history books? There's definitely something wrong with you. History isn't for everyone, I'm aware, but it's important knowledge nevertheless. Those who fail to learn from history are doomed to sound stupid when arguing on the internet. Most people on Twitter. That's not how the saying goes. It isn't, but I updated it to coincide it with more modern values. I thought it was funny. Humor is subjective.
Anywho.
People have begun gathering outside. The plan is to discuss our next course of action. Could you please join them? Yes, right. Thank you, miss. Toshiko Kadira. Did you seriously forget my name? This is the most egregious offense. Take solace in the fact that I'm a mere matchmaker and not your romantic partner.
According to my notes,
In a large world run via even larger ideas, small things can be easily overlooked. Damn. Bending herself indignantly, Toshiko stormed off. Should we follow her? Yeah, this guy we just met probably won't. Okay. Oh, you introduce yourself to me immediately. You seem nice. Oops, I'm really sorry for hurting your feelings. I'll give your content a try. Who knows, I might really like it. Nah, if you didn't like it from the start, you're never gonna like me. Hey, you two. Huh? Oh crap, new guy, over here! What? You boarded the train before things went all crazy, right? Check it out, me and the new guy together again. Stop acting like we're friends, I don't even know you.
You're just messing with me.
That's a joke, right? What is? You know, the thing you just said? Maybe you heard my name before. Does Kai Montanago ring a bell? Come on, Kai Montanago! Something of an artist, something of an entrepreneur? He's an influencer? A really big influencer? Nope, doesn't ring a bell. Right.
I thought I already lost all faith in humanity before coming to this dump.
Ultimate influencer! Sir, I don't think we can be friends. Okay, look, you seem like a nice guy, but I just hate the term influencer so much. Just like, You don't recognize the dumbass must be nice. You do?
Yes.
Kai's the cancer of the internet. You disagree with him on one thing and he'll stick his army of underage followers up. Oh my god! No, he's just Dream or any other popular YouTuber. No, I wanted to like you. He's a dictator with a trendy fit.
Another day, another drama.
Dictator? Sheesh, you naysayer types are always over dramatic.
Whatever.
Don't listen to her, you guy. This chick's just recycling other people's propaganda.
Are you done with?
You want to talk? Check yourself in a mirror before crying propaganda.
See that?
Yuh-huh. I see you're no strain at photo editing. Kind of impressed. No one would ever guess that you have the face of a horse. Tears return as quickly as they vanish. I'm not sure what I expected an influencer to be like in person, but this is definitely not it.
What do you mean?
Hey, leave Kai alone. He may not be the nicest person in the room, but can't you see you're hurting his feelings? You can get over it.
Anyway.
What about you? Can you give me your name and talent?
Oh.
Oh, sure.
I'm Diana Venecia, your local cosmetologist. If you're ever in need of a makeover, I'll work my magic. Just ask.
Diana Venecia, ultimate cosmetologist. Oh, yeah, you look very nice.
Come again?
Is that it? You're just a makeup artist?
For your information,
Not just a makeup artist, the makeup artist. What? Diana is the biggest beautician in Hollywood! She's relatively new to the public sphere, but word of her talent has been dominating social media. Enough to pique the interest of the entertainment elite. Now every A-list celebrity is scrambling to hire her. I see this is not your first time talking about her. I am simply quoting my friends. They are all on Diana's waiting list. I'm sure. Why is it a shock that this guy doesn't recognize her? What about me? Why do you care what he thinks? Isn't the demographic for people like you largely teenage girls? My stuff is for everyone. I'm inclusive like that. Okay, that's it. Let's break this up. Diana, could you and Kai go to the courtyard outside? We're trying to get everyone together there. Alright, see you later. But none of these guys like me either. Makeup artist and an influencer. With any other academy, I wouldn't bet an eye. The Ultimate Talent Program is a shell of itself, and not ultimate titles to anyone who asks. Eden's Garden Academy said it was above that, just to prioritize academic talent. Now it thinks I'm on par with those two? Okay, well, Diana looks nice. I don't know about the other guy. Oh, you're the guy with the beanie. Come on, man, just say something! Come on, please, pretty please! All I wanted was your name. Hey. Ah! Oh, it's more people. Hey there. What's the matter with him? I don't know. Spent ages trying to get this guy's name, but won't say anything. He's being weird about it. Just ignore him. Who are you anyway? Who am I?
The name's Jet Dawson, Ultimate Drag Racer. Nice to meet you, shrimp.
Ultimate Drag Racer? Jet Dawson. Drag Racer? Given his outfit, that comes as no surprise. Aren't you warm in that suit? Are you confused? There's a fan inside the back of my helmet that emits cool air. Kinda like the fans in car seats that cool your butt. Isn't that super rad? The way he yells every word, he could make any sound like a big deal. Only issue is, they don't extend to the rest of my suit. And stop wearing the suit! Walk around naked? I might wear different clothes! You should also have an ultimate talent, correct? Would you mind sharing it?
My name's Mark Bursky. I produce music.
Some music producer. Yeah. Mark Bursky, ultimate music producer. Oh, he's a shy boy. But, it's mostly bad remixes and stuff. No, man, your music is wicked good! You know my songs. Nope! Do I even have to? You're the ultimate music producer. That just says about all it says. I assume you two also woke up in this place, right? Do you have any idea what might be going on? Yeah, this little shebang did come out of the blue, but to be honest, it feels a lot like an extreme haunt. Do you know what that is? No, I don't. You don't look like the type. Meaning? Anyway, extreme haunts are really intense horror attractions. Think a haunted house crossed with a survival horror game. Staff will chuck you to the underground tunnel systems, trap you in coffins, anything to scare you. I'm pretty good with the coffins, not much so with the tunnels. What's this got to do with us? You see, there's a couple places that are known for starting their haunts with a simulated kidnapping. To make it feel as real as possible, they even take you when you least expect it. Thing is, they can't just jump anybody, gotta consent first. The hell? I never agreed to being kidnapped! Extreme haunts, eh? People better know better than to involve me in that crap. Maybe we can sense our kidnapping without realizing. Huh? For example, the letters we receive from this academy. Is it possible those invitations are actually consent forms in disguise? Don't tell me you actually believe this guy. Given what we've seen so far, I'd wager anything is possible. Well, that's just a theory. A game theory! We won't know what's going on until we explore some more. I know some people who might be interested in your theory. The gathering on the courtyard outside. You can join them if you want. Sure thing, let's go, Mark! They look less than enthused. You let the drag racer take him by the arm and lead him away. Could it really be possible? The letters we receive actually consent forms in disguise? What does that say about Eden's Garden Academy? Is it part of the charade? Is Eden Garden's Academy even real? Should know better than to think nonsense things like that. Academy was fake, someone over there blown its cover. It's more likely this is happening unbeknownst to the Academy. Unless... Alright, who else is here? Who are you? You seem pretty cool.
Yo! I'm Cassidy Amber, the ultimate pro gamer. Don't forget it, Kay.
Hey, we got another gamer! It's like we had Chiaki, who's just gamer, but this is pro gamer.
Very nice.
Jumping right into an introduction. I like it.
Yep.
Making good first impression is key to grabbing the attention of your viewers. Especially if you have over 20 million of them. Gotta earn that watch time. Ah, she's a streamer too.
Is that really true?
20 million? Is gaming really that popular? Girl, you'd be surprised. It's not just gaming, it's pro gaming. Facing off against opponents in front of a large audience, with the prestige and prizes on the line, the stakes can't get any higher. Our talent is pretty frivolous, our attitude towards video games competition is somewhat impressive. It's sort of like how I feel about debating. Oh, question. What is it? Do you guys know if this place is internet? I promised my comrades my streaming schedule wouldn't change after starting school. So I'm kinda freaking out.
Come again.
Your comrades? Cassidy's comrades! The biggest fan community on the internet! Must mean her followers, being a streamer and all. It would be definitely explain the hat. You must be very wealthy then. Heard that popular streamers earn a lot of money, especially from subscriber donations. There are many stories about young men falling prey to the infamous tiered subscription. They're going on Twitch, people! They're rendered forever unmarriageable. Such a shame. So how many suckers have you swindled? Such a large fanbase must be raking in the dough. What is that face? What's wrong with your face? You think the only motivation is money, don't ya? Well, duh, why else would you be a streamer? Typical bourgeoisie scum. I stream for the betterment of the human race. As the leader of Cassidy's comrades, it's my duty to redistribute most of my earnings to the masses. You mean you give away all your money? I do tons of expenses and generous stunts on my channel. Most of it is for charity, but sometimes it's for random subscribers. One time I bought a spaghetti factory donated it to a public school. Those kids will never have to pay for lunch again. Probably gotten sick of eating pasta every day. All of these giveaways are streamed too. They're really popular, so I get tons of views and donations from them.
Impressive.
You managed to modify the act of charity. Of course, I gotta reserve the money for basic necessities. Truckload of chocolate soda being one. But it's not a problem for a person like me to have money, since I earn it through my own hard work. Real problems are the swine who make billions every year. Even though all they do is sit around, drink cocktails, and stare at their stock profile. In fact, I can even detect the rancid stench of a morally bankrupt billionaire in this very academy. I bet they're plotting a profit off of her suffering as we speak. This girl is honestly pretty deranged, though that might be why she might have a large audience. Regardless, it doesn't explain why someone like her was invited to Eden's Garden Academy. As wary as I am most future confrontations between you and the more affluent students, I suggest you head over to the building I investigated. You've been telling other people to gather there. Alright, it's nice meeting y'all. I like her, she's cool. Who are you, girlie? So you all got caught up in this too, did ya? I remember seeing the 5 of you on that train. Really ultimate students, huh? You wouldn't have been on that train if we weren't. Just making sure. I knew the education sector had low standards, but... Are they really handing out titles to anyone who asks? What the hell is your damage? Huh? Right, that's it. What's the matter? I know this bitch. As in personally? Nah, she's the harlot that's been ruining my magazines. Ever since her interview with Rich People's Digest, her stupid success stories have been plastered everywhere. Youngest ever self-made billionaire, pioneer of the agriculture industry, blah! This girl we're talking to, she actually... I'm flattered you memorized my resume. Your resume? So those things she said weren't an exaggeration? Is this news to you? Anyone knows about Winona. Winona? That would be my name, yes.
Although, many call me the ultimate entrepreneur. Origins aside, it's one good title.
Ultimate entrepreneur? Winona? You don't have a last name, girly? No wonder she gave off such an intense aura. This girl probably has enough money to buy an entire country. Still, that doesn't mean I'm gonna let her talk down to me. She has looks, talent, and wealth. She would be truly a suspicious match. Why would a billionaire need to attend a school like Eden's Garden Academy? I thought it would be an opportunity to make connections with well-established geniuses in my generation. Now that I'm aware of the lax admissions process, I'm leaving the first chance I get. And not because you've been kidnapped. You can't leave. Destiny has decreed that I must guide you towards a most wondrous romance. I'm not really interested in that. I'd rather receive financial reparations from the Academy. At the very least, let me be your stead. With my divine foresight, I shall lead your legal battle to victory. After I fell asleep in that train car, someone must have carried me and dumped me next to the tree here. Why did no one stop them? Were no precautions in place to stop someone from manhandling a student? I'd say it was extreme ineptitude of the school's end, but since it appears I'm not the only victim, well, that makes things all more sinister. When you woke up, was there anyone with you? Yep, but she was weird, so I left her. Yo, walking stereotype! I know about you as much as you do. The 5 of us walking around and talking to other students that were on the train. The rest of them are congregating outside. Once we meet everyone, maybe we'll be able to figure out what's going on. Say, why don't you join them? I think I'll take you up on that offer. Such a relief that one of you actually had something useful to say. Girl is a piece of work, but given the recent happening, she's not worth the stress. More importantly, what happened to us is too much for us to single pair of hands. Okay, so Winona seems like a little bitch. Oh, you! I remember you. You seem cool. What's this? More friends? Let's not go that far. I don't even know your name or talent yet. Then let me tell you. Aww. She looks cool. Ingrid Grimwall. Real blacksmith, eh? Is it anything like how movies depict it? Have you ever made swords out of molten metal? Not just swords, but tools, armor, statues. If you can name it, I could forge it. It's never an easy undertaking, I'll admit. Sprained muscles are probably for the course, but same way climbing a mountain is painstaking, but reaching the top delivers a high you can never forget. Strange struggles, all worth it for the outcome. No wonder she's built like an athlete. Her job sounds like a non-stop, high-intensity exercise. How's your kind not gone extinct? Extinct? Made redundant by technology. Aren't there ways to make specialized weapons without overworking yourself? Against modern machines, it's true I'm no equal match. 'Cause I think I'm better than them. Those hunks of metal may look cool, the creation lacks the human touch. You gotta keep things natural, traditional. That's why there truly amazing things happen. If my creation touches the heart, it's better than anything made by machine. Perfections be damned.
Could you explain?
There's always a demand for handmade things, especially nowadays. Is your audience skew older by chance? Old folks, movie producers, board game enthusiasts, even the occasional young'un. These are all people who visit me. It's great when I can relate to most of my clients. Excitement is mine. Exactly which client does she relate to? In any case, are you the same as us? Were you kidnapped and taken on the train here? Oh, I wouldn't say kidnapped. What, did you not black out on that train? Eh? No, I did. Then how else would you describe the situation? Well, maybe it's a surprise excursion. Better yet, it's a surprise exam. The people running this program are just putting our abilities to the test. That's stupid. If the Academy was that unhinged, no one would continue attending it. Well, you know, whatever it is, I'm sure we'll get out of here. There's a gathering happening outside of the building Miss Karira explored. Would you like to join? We plan to discuss very important matters there. Aren't you nice? I'll get right to it. Don't do anything silly while I'm gone. You. Who are you?
Glad to see you alright, kid.
Of course I'm alright.
Gave everyone a scare running away like that.
Fortunate that the door came equipped with the lock.
Ugh.
However, it was all worth it. Look at all these people I befriended during my exploration.
I'll give credit where credit's due. You came back with plenty of spoils.
Oi, I want to talk for a second. Huh? You're a pirate, right? Shiver me timbers, the whole ain't matey. That kind of pirate, right? Eh?
Not a pirate, I'm a ship captain. There's a huge difference.
You don't need to be so loud. She was just asking a question.
Just a question? For guys like me, that pirate nonsense is a tired stereotype. Pirates live off stealing and causing trouble. We ship captains are nothing than those lowlives.
If you're not a pirate, then explain those clothes.
Huh? Do these look like the clothes of a pirate to you?
Maybe not a real one, but an exaggerated stereotype for sure.
Please don't.
It's probably best you leave this man alone. I'll take he's dealt with that kind before.
I never like to soil the mood, but a man can only stand so much. Sorry for losing my cool.
Okay, whatever. You said you were a ship captain, right?
That's right.
That's right. I know the seas like the back of my hand, every river and waterway within the north and southern waters. I'm the...
the king of the seas, hero of the storms. I am Jean de la Mer.
Oh my god, he's hot. He looks so cool. I love him. King of the Seas, Hero of the Storm. Do people actually call him that, or did he come with those names himself? You know every river and waterway. Is that really true?
Yup, I studied every map I possibly can.
Of course, I haven't actually been
Everywhere. According to a stingy little thing called Border Patrol, that's known in some parts as trespassing. I may be the king of the seas, but I'm not above the law.
I suppose that's good enough.
Either way, it's not like it matters much here. The looks of we're nowhere near the ocean. Fortunately, life as a captain has accustomed me to the unexpected. You lads can trust in me. I'll protect you as you're my own crew.
Protect us from what?
Suppose from whoever put this wristwatches on us. Then again, there doesn't seem to be anywhere else in this place apart from us. Guess that means our only obstacle is finding an escape. Not too big of an ask, eh? All we need to do is find where we entered, then voila! Sweet freedom!
It's a simple conclusion. You should making a big deal out of it. It may interest you to know that people are gathering outside the building Miss Carty explored. We want everyone together so we can discuss what to do next. Would you like to join?
Always good to keep people on the same wavelength. See you there, mate!
That guy's a prick. Not all what I expected. Funny, he was every bit as dumb as his appearance. What's the Academy thinking inviting someone like him?
You're so rude!
Well done. We've exchanged formalities with everyone here. We should meet up with the others and formulate a plan of action. On our honor as Ultimates, we will be confined any longer. What a dramatic kid. The others would be gathered by the courtyard outside. That's where we should head next. So is that our guest? Pretty interesting group of people. The other 11 students we got in the center of the courtyard, nervously discussing the situation. So, any clue what's going on? We're being pranked, 100%! That would be a really elaborate prank. Some people have the money for it. Whatever it is, I'm killing the prick who's responsible. Surprisingly, they didn't seem to be getting anywhere.
Excuse me.
This is off topic, but I don't believe I ever asked your name, loud woman advisor. It's Grace, you wanker! And your surname, please? Madison. Grace Madison, the ultimate golfer. Heh, how did you know that? You said it in the dining hall, remember? I don't recall you being there for introductions. Maybe she was eavesdropping? Eavesdropping? I would never! I simply happened to overhear your conversation is all. In other words, she was eavesdropping.
Hey, we could take a step back for a second. What was this about a dining hall? He's inside the building over there. Is there a kitchen too? They got any locale? I'm starving.
Be patient, will you? Introductions are still underway.
Okay, but you have to speedrun them.
Gaming references? From someone else? The universe has been thrown out of balance. Along with Grace Madison, we have the mighty and prestigious Wolfgang Akir. She's well known as the ultimate lawyer.
Yes, that's correct.
Oh hey, lawyer man.
Is that your name for me?
It's either that or Wolfie. Do you like Wolfie more?
Stay with what you already have.
A lawyer, wow. It's nice to meet you. And next up we have...
Toshiko turned away and squinted at me.
His name seems to be escaping me. Perhaps you might know Wolfgang, Grace?
I'm not too familiar.
I have no idea.
Fuck if I know his name.
He told me. I'm pretty sure it's Mark, right? My bad. I got a habit of mixing you sort of guys together.
Oi, what are you waiting for? Tell us your name already.
Diamond Matsu. Ultimate Debater.
A debater?
Ooh, sounds like a bargain bin lawyer. That's...
Grace Madison, Wolfgang Akira, Diamond Matsu. Who else is left?
Come on, darling. You can do it. Yeah, share your name.
Eva. Just Eva? Your name's Winona. Shut the fuck up.
Just like the spy.
Eva Sunaka.
That's a very pretty name. Thinly elegant, isn't it? But let's not get off topic. What's your talent, Eva?
Did she even tell me? Now that she mentioned it, I'm pretty sure you never told me your talent. What's up with that? I told you mine. It's only fair you tell me yours. Let me guess, you don't remember. Ultimate liar. Huh? What the fuck you mean, ultimate liar? You fucking Kokichi? Ultimate liar? That's so funny. So, like, what's your actual talent? That's it. What? Didn't know lying was something you could be the best at. You learn something new every day. You actually believe her? How is someone supposed to make a career out of lying? Easy, get a job in marketing. It's just what I am.
Is that supposed to be your explanation?
But that's... I mean, if you're the best at lying, how are we supposed to believe anything you say? Oh no. Who is this man? Why is he British?
First off, allow me to apologize. I realize the ride here was a bumpy one, especially for ultimates such as yourself. But expect things to be different within these halls. Yes, it is my pleasure and privilege to welcome you all to Eden's Garden Academy. May this be the beginning of a wondrous journey.
Doubt it.
Did he just say we're at Eden's Garden Academy? No. Can't be. No kidding, this place looks nothing like a school. I want to hear this. Sure, you're on edge of your seats, waiting for proper orientation. But there's one more thing to do before we can meet face to face. It won't take very long. All I ask you is to enter the building across from me. From there, we can begin preparations for a formal introduction. Until then, farewell. That was certainly interesting. Couldn't agree more. Whack. Do you think he's the person that brought us here? Yo, what if he set the sleeping gas on the train?
In that travel bag? How do you reckon he snuck it on? Sorry to interrupt, but we're not going to skip that part you said about the building, are we?
He wants us to go inside.
What do you think, should we?
I'm not waltzing right in there for me to just die or something.
Die? You think we're going to be harmed?
If our captors wanted to kill us, we'd already be dead. What would be the point in killing us now? Reactions, I guess. I don't know, I'm not a psychopath.
If it calls for it, what if we walk in together as one big group? When you know something is looking out for you, things can be a lot less scary.
Aye, she's got a point. It's the only way we can progress if we face the problem head on.
Easy said than done, Soybean. I suppose that makes sense, but isn't it too naive? There's nothing wrong with a bit of optimism from time to time. Let's just try it, okay? Alright. Who's this person we're going to be meeting? Huh? What? What?! Who the fuck is this?! Who the fuck is that?! What the fuck? This early somebody is dead? Who the hell are you?! In the front of me lay the battered, bloody body of a young woman. Is that girl dead? Why is there a dead body? What happened? Is this another student? Shit, what the shit? Dining hall people, you were in this building before. Tell us what's going on. Yeah, why didn't you mention this other girl? I never even saw her. Huh? You were there too, Bargain Bin? Don't even. There's a floor below us, that's where I woke up. And you missed a whole ass person. Yeah, right. You saw her. You must have seen her. Come on, just admit it. Stop pressing me for an answer, you... I can corroborate Davin's story. There was never a body. Miss Madison and I walked through this exact hallway and saw nothing.
I wasn't expecting this.
So between the time you left and the time you returned, this girl was murdered.
You think she was murdered?
Well, I don't know for sure, but what happened to her? This is really, like, self-inflicted? So there's a killer running loose?
But I don't recall hearing anything when I was waiting outside. Desmond can back me up, right?
She's right. There's no screams and no one left the building. So the killer's still inside?
More panic shouts filled the corridor. Eva silently walked over to the body. What are you doing? Ignoring Grace's question, she crouched down below the dead girl. Poked her in the face. The fuck is wrong with you? Stop that! It's not real. What? This girl. She's just a dummy. A dummy? Nuh-uh, that's definitely a real body. Didn't you just say you were a liar? Why should we believe you? If you don't believe me, inspect it yourself.
No one else is offering, I can do it.
Are we ready?
Well, how does that sound, everyone? Turn to look at each one of us. I had my reservations, but when his gaze met mine, my lips instantly sealed shut. The look he gave me was unexpectedly intense.
Yes, you can do it.
Pirate casually approached the body and knelt beside it. Then, just like Eva... Would you look at that? She's right! It is a dummy!
How did you know it was fake?
My intuition. Also corpse the smell. This doesn't smell.
As if! Could you be any more suspect?
Not just that. Something under the dummy.
Huh? What is it?
A tablet! Jean rose from the ground and turned around to face us. Sure enough, he was holding a tablet. It was slid under the dummy. There's no blood on it as far as I can tell.
Nice hiding place.
Aye. Wouldn't have noticed it if I hadn't taken a closer look. Gives the impression it was supposed to, don't it? Hey, what's on the tablet? Let me turn it on.
Oh, it's loading something. After a few moments, the loading symbol vanished. Its place was the photo of the girl. Kara Kosuke, Ultimate Teacher's Aide. What is this? What is this? However, the tablet hadn't finished loading. Just after that, the image. Victim is Kara Kosuke, the Ultimate Teacher's Aide. She was stabbed in the torso 28 times. The victim also suffered chemical burns to the head. The most notable burns are eyes and scalp. Cause of death is blood loss. Time of death is unknown. Reads like a body report. First a dead body that is revealed to be a dummy. Now a body report? What the hell is going on? Geez, took you long enough to find that tablet? Ahem. Long ago, a heinous murder was committed, and the victim so happened to be an ultimate much like yourselves. What? Before you is a perfect reconstruction of the crime scene, as well as an effigy of the victim with the appropriate injuries. It was quite emotionally draining to craft that dummy. It served as a strong reminder of what was lost. She was such a nice girl, so much potential lost to violence. Anyway, it is your responsibility to figure out the details of her death. The surrounding area, the murder weapon, how she reacted in her final moments, etc. Oh, but don't worry about finding the murderer's identity. He's already right in front of you. See that grey man in the tablet screen? Yep, that's your guy. Please investigate the crime scene and gather as many clues as you can. After a certain period of time, you'll be asked to present your findings to me. Believe me, it is in your best interest to pull your full effort into this. Have fun, everyone. It's like the prologue just started and we're already just going through a fake body. Investigation? What the hell? Fuck, enough of this already. I don't want to be a part of this. Stop telling me what to do. No way, was that the watch? Trying to destroy private property, that's a zap. Fuck. See, for real? Is the school really trying to make us solve an old murder? Hold on, you guys, you can't just believe everything that strange man claims. Why would Eden's Garden Academy, any academy for that matter, do something like this? Even if it tried to, the Ultimate Talent Program would have stopped them. I wouldn't underestimate the school board executives. Money can get people's heads and make them take risks they shouldn't. This academy said it was unique. Maybe this is their version of an entrance exam. They're so obsessed with being different from the competition, they forgot what people want. More like they've forgotten how to be sane.
What did you say?
Would the UTP really be okay with this?
Think about it this way.
Seems pretty counterintuitive. Everyone would want to quit their enrollment after this. And Sue. If this is the work of a separate group, why are they using the Academy's name? As a way to hide their own, maybe? They might have even kidnapped us because we're attending Eden's Garden Academy. Explain. Well, what if they knew all we had to do was board the train? It would explain why we passed out. They boarded the train before us and planted the bag with the gas. Because this happened on the train to the Academy. They could claim they are the Academy. Everyone keeps saying they. Isn't it the speaker man who kidnapped us? It obviously wasn't just him. Seizing a train, bringing 16 people to an unknown location takes a team to do that. Of course, that raises another glaring question. Why us? Why have we been brought into this? Is it because we're ultimates? It's not like anyone's specialty is detective work. It just doesn't add up. I think I'll let the rest of you handle this. I'm glad I needed in this grotesque situation. I'll just be on my way. Yeah, that's okay. Actually, can I come with? I feel super bad leaving you alone. Oh. Sure, I suppose. Good luck solving the mystery, everyone. I know you can do it. And no, Diana and Toshiko walked away in the direction of the room in the kitchen. Huh?
Don't get close.
I'm going with them. Screw this. Yeah, of course he did. I don't know about all this. Will that man really let us go if we investigate?
Stay calm.
We won't know if we continue standing around like this. For now, all we can do is take the risk and do as he says. He's right, I need to brace myself and follow the directions I've been given. As of now, my only way is to learning more information about my current situation. I can only hope this ordeal will be over soon. Investigation start! In the prologue! Before I do anything else, I should go back over that tablet. Victim is Kara Koshikin, Ultimate Teacher Aid. Stabbed 28 times, damn. Chemical burns to the head, notable burns to the eyes and scalp, cause of death is blood loss. Ah, jeez. Killer's totally sick in the head. Did you catch the look on Kai's face before he ran away? Dude was about to puke. Guess the whole thing got the better of him. Yeah, it's a really gruesome sight. I swear my dragster that I've never seen anything like it. I mean, I don't make a habit of running into dead bodies, but still, you know. At the end of the day, it's just some puppet. Can't be any worse than a Halloween decoration. Where have you been to trick-or-treating? Wolf's Creek Crater? Discovery like this would traumatize anyone. Well, almost anyone. I'm fairly thick-skinned. He's clearly not in the right headspace for investigation. I should just ignore him. What about you, Sean? So this is based on a real case? I barely know the girl, and yet I feel horrible. I've had my fair share of grievances, nothing like what she would have endured. I'd do anything to get back my ship, even if I had to live through a never-ending storm. Yeah, this is scribbling something down in his notebook. Curious, Covert Television has barely created convincing corpses, so how does this one wind up here? What does that mean?
According to my notes,
You see, convincing realistic mannequins like this one are real but rare. It's cheaper, albeit clunkier, to recreate a body using special effects, but it's obviously not the case here. Someone must have maintained indistinguishable from a real human. Couches must have been tight on money.
yes.
They could produce an amazing TV show, certainly. Can't believe this is happening. It's just a dummy. It'll all be fine. Clearly having a moment. Not something I want to deal with right now. I feel so bad for you, Eloise. Okay, let's investigate this body. Donald slumped against the door, turns soaked in blood. Parts of her shirt had been ripped open, exposing bits of bloody, indiscernible pulp. I really took a step back, trying to control my breathing and avoid throwing up. It's just a doll. There's no reason to be afraid of the doll. Bloody knife lay next to the victim. It's safe to say this must have been the murder weapon. The initial sight of a doll shocked me. I completely overlooked this rifle. Inspecting it now, I realized something. The victim was stabbed. Why is there a rifle next to her body? That rifle. Could you step back a bit? I'm curious about something. What? No, I'm... Before I could finish my sentence, Jean walked over where I was standing and picked up the gun. You're messing with the crime scene! On the top of the magazine protruded a loaded bullet. Oh, that's interesting. The rifle hasn't even been used. Definitely a dangerous thing to have around. I'll put it down and guard it so nobody has any smart ideas. Loaded gun? What was going on at the killer's head? Why bring a gun to the crime scene and not even use it? This gun was purely for intimidation. It's not very logical, but a twisted game to play with the victim. Hands are surprisingly clean, all things considered. There are no other marks or injuries apart from her nails. Dried blood underneath them. Why is there blood under her nails but not on the rest of her hand? Girl has been stabbed repeatedly. I don't need a tablet to know that. The cause of death. You'd think it is a stab to your heart or something, but the tablet claimed blood loss. She died from blood loss. What does it say about the killer? This is messed up. This sealed all evidence, nothing catching up my eye. Check the inside of the closet now. Like the rest of the building, the inside of the closet was old and depalpitated. The last place I want to dig through, but I had to gather as much evidence as possible, otherwise I won't be able to present a strong argument. There might be more clues around here. I'm gonna check this entire closet for evidence. Thanks, person like her is probably more likely to cause a murder, not solve one. Alright, have fun with that.
It's for the best.
You must make every effort to examine the crime scene as thoroughly as possible. Not for the sake of entertaining the people who kidnapped us, but for the sake of the victim. After all, this was based on a real murder, was it not? Hey, check out what's behind the door! Saying that, she stepped away from the corner. It's a ladder. It seemed like there's anything strange about it. Why was this brought to my attention again? I'm disappointed in you! Call that thing a ladder? It's... I have to agree with Miss Amber. Everyone knows an ace investigator must record his evidence as accurately as possible. That's certainly what the victim would want. Blah, guy who doesn't get my references is no fun to be around. I'm gonna check on the peeps outside. Smell you later, lawyer man. She's already out of here? Did she even investigate anything besides this stupid ladder? This is a bucket. Dear God, there's more. What does this smell? It smells like bleach? Shelf is packed with assortment of towels. Gathered dust, nothing looks suspicious about them.
Gotta stay one step ahead.
Checked all the containers on this shelf. They're all full with the exception of one. Bottle of bleach. Bleach? Huh, there was a bucket in this closet that reeked of it. That's probably not a coincidence, given this thing is supposed to emulate a real crime scene. It's crazy how much effort has been put into this. These tales are real intriguing. Take a look, some of these cleaning brands go as far back as the 80s and 90s. Recognize them? 'Cause I use them. Why would you do that? Old chemicals do the job better since there's few regulation about what's poisonous and all that. Just don't ask where I got them. Don't want to learn the fuzz. Sure they don't care about black market cleaning supplies. That security system is brand new. My company's headquarters have similar ones installed, except these cameras have even more high-tech. Typical school, spending more on security than educating the students. That's assuming this is even the academy's doing. Alright everyone, that's time! Look at you all, you investigated the crime scene so well it's enough to bring a tear to my eye. Jokes aside, please meet by the elevator for the class trial. You should find somewhere near the Tree of Ignorance. Don't make me wait too long. I might start getting zap-happy. See you soon. Class trial? What the hell does that mean? Sounds like that's the end of our investigation. If we're done with this closet, we should go outside to talk to the others. So we're literally just having a mock class trial just to get used to the game. Honestly based. Oh wait, what the hell is a class trial? Your guess is as good as mine. Obviously, we're going to court! Court? He's gonna put us on trial? Maybe that's where we talk about the clues he found. It makes sense for a current situation. Investigation, clues, files. What else could that stuff be for? Good point. Does seem oddly similar to court proceedings. Obviously, we're missing key suspects and witnesses, but they don't seem to be relevant in this case anyway. He mentioned that this elevator was near the Tree of Ignorance, right? He must be referring to the room with the tree. Probably, yeah. It's the only thing I could think of. What are we waiting for? Let's get our butts over there! Keeps treating this like a dumb game. We're really on trial, that's gonna be a nuisance to deal with. Might as well follow her. So, honestly, having like a practice prologue class trial to like start out the game and like be able to get everyone a chance to talk and do all their things, that's honestly really cool. Huh? Do you remain so stoic at a time like this? Aren't you worried at all? No, not really. It's not like we're investigating some high-stakes murder. It's just a dummy, that's it. Yes, quite. I completely concur. This investigation music is such a vibe, though. Dude. When I arrived at the tree, I saw that people were already bickering. Big tree? Eden's Garden Academy overused religious symbolism is tight! I really hope we get let out after this. Can you confirm, Liar Chick? Why are you asking her? Come off the grass, she's clearly faking her talent. And that makes her one of the bad guys? Who'd fake their own identity besides someone who has a secret to hide? I bet she's the one who brought that gas bomb onto the train. And she didn't think to bring a mask? And avoid passing out or whatever? If anyone needed a mask to protect you, then...
Hey, don't look at me! I literally passed out! The helmet got plenty of holes in it. I'd suffocate otherwise.
No, the liar chick's totally sus. Just look at how calm she's been acting. You somehow knew a dead body was a dummy, then she poked it in the face? That's not normal. I told you it was my intuition. Intuition my ass!
It's not unbelievable. My guts told me we should inspect the doll. Now look at us. We're on a mission to solve her murder.
Any clue?
Where's this elevator supposed to be at again? I wonder where this elevator can be. I surely wonder where it could be, this elevator. The more I look at it, the more confused I am. I'm gonna get a headache, I better stop. Oh, is it not actually? Oh. Wait, is it right here? Oh, no? Where's the fucking elevator, then? Like, who do I talk to? Gulfer woman made some loaded accusations, huh? People can believe what they want about me. In the meantime, I'm gonna search for the elevator. Alright then.
Whatever this class trial entails, if we want to overcome it, we gotta work as a team. Jumping down each other's throats will get us nowhere.
Oh, statue?
What you doing?
Notice the statue too, don't ya?
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
You alright?
What's up with that statue? There's definitely something whack about it. I just can't put my finger on what. The mask is broken. There's a piece missing. Is that weird? The statue's probably, like, super old. It makes sense to be cracking and stuff. No, this definitely seems intentional. Like, it's crappy on purpose? Even so, it's not relevant to the elevator, is it? Well, you know... Maybe if we find the piece and place it back on the statue, something will happen, like a puzzle-solving game. That sounds sort of far-fetched, but it wouldn't hurt to try.
You're saying we gotta look for other part of that mask? Hold on to your butts, cause I got the eyes of a predator!
This isn't a never mind. Oi, everyone, I found it!
Nice.
That must be it. What should we do with it? Do we just stick it back in the mask?
Probably, yeah! I'll take care of it!
Back off, Hercules, you ain't the one who found it! Oh, that was anticlimactic. Oh, golly! Are we about to die? Ha! I knew the elevator was in the tree! I was right! That actually worked. Fucking secret passageway in a tree. Did I see that? The tree of knowledge, a symbol of sentience, intuition, and understanding, exists here only as a barren replica. The tree of ignorance emulates the wonder of nature but does not achieve it. Justly so, for ignorance often aspires to be seen as wisdom. Oh god, now he's spitting random philosophy, we're so fucked! Will this take us to the elevator? There's stairs at the foot of the opening. What are we waiting for? Let's explore! Why the sudden rush? I wanna get home, duh! If we get this over, we'll get out quicker. It's simple math. Fair enough. So we just walk in, do we? Sending into the darkness. This is an elevator? I see, the elevator is underneath the tree. Reckless investments, I'm telling you. The rumble of the elevator began its descent. Stood in silence, 16 worried strangers vomiting into the unknown. That's why we're what we were, after all. Random people thrown into this horrible place, and for what? Some twisted man's game? Fake crime scene, an investigation, a creepy statue, an elevator, and a tree? None of this was the work of your average kidnapper. This is something much bigger, and in no way could be connected to Eden's Garden Academy. The elevator began to slowly snapping me out of my thoughts. I stood up tall, and when the movement stopped completely, the doors opened. In front of us was a large circular hall supported by marble pillars. In the center of the room, 16 podiums have been arranged into a circle. Ah, this place looks nice. Those for us? Welcome, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the elevator ride, even if that was a bit quick. As you can see, this is the trial room. Each podium has a name on it. Find your designated podium and stand there until I give out further instructions. And if we don't comply, then I'll zap you, of course. Not this zapping shit again! Just face it, Miss Madison, we have to go along with his demands. Looks like there's a few smart ones in the pack, eh? Well, come along now. We don't have all day. There's no avoiding it. We have to assume our places. Scanning the faces around me, everyone wore similar expressions. Discomfort, anger, worry. It didn't end. Been kidnapped and forced to play as pawns in some inane game. No free will, no choice in our actions. All we could do was move forward. We had to hope for an escape. A way to run from this twisted place. We had to solve this murder case. Okay, let's save. Okay. Truth bullets. So it's just the tablet, bloody knife, assault rifle, bucket, and victim's hands. Class trial time for this random murder.
Let's begin with a brief explanation of the class trial. The objective here is simple. Explain how the murder took place. Using evidence you've gathered during the investigation, you will argue what you believe happened to the victim. Should you all agree on the right answer, you will be free to leave this place. Should you all agree on the wrong answer, well, you'll find out. That's all there is.
Uh-huh.
Have fun, everybody.
Somebody, get me out of here.
If this this is something we must discuss. I know a good place to start.
Get me out of here, 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 get me out of here!
Grace is losing it.
Somebody get me out of here!
What happened to her? Oh, shit! They fried her brain!
Calm down. It's only a shock. She won't suffer any permanent side effects.
Permanent, he says.
If I wanted to see the brain dead bicker, I'd just turn on the telly. On that note, please, carry on.
Holy shit, the people running this thing aren't playing around.
As you were saying, Wolfgang?
Right. The way I see it, the objective of this
By the way, can I get like a seat with this thing? I'm just gonna be an onlooker. It's only fair.
You're seriously not going to contribute?
What am I even supposed to do?
how they murdered her.
Did that tablet not explain it?
It listed her wounds, yes, but it didn't explain how they were inflicted.
Probably because it's so obvious.
But, Miss Amber, you didn't even read the tablet.
And I don't have to.
Would you look at that? A debate's already underway.
Oh, girly, what happened? These guys are clearly confused, and I need to stop them before they arrive at the wrong conclusion. Oh gosh, do you hear that? That's the sound of a non-stop debate approaching. During non-stop debates, your classmates will speak one after another without interruption. Students may say things that contradict the truth, and it's your job to determine which statements must be broken in order to progress the trial. For your ammo, you'll be armed with truth bullets you gathered during your investigation. Truth bullets relevant to the debate will be loaded into your truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim your reticle and right-click to fire. You'll want to aim for words highlighted in gold. Those are the weak spots. Okay. Things are flying too fast, use space to concentrate. Speaking of time, be sure not to run out of it. It's automatic game over. Anyway, press F3 to revisit some of these controls. That's it for now. Don't jump to too many conclusions. Assault rifle.
The mystery was never about who killed Kara, but how she died.
Is that true? Objection!
Objection, bitch!
What the murder weapon was.
I didn't get a good look at the crime scene, but the body was pretty bloody.
And what could have spilt that blood besides that big scary gun?
Ah, that's right. There was a gun.
Are you guys stupid?
She agrees.
It's just like, Fortunately, an uninformed argument is never difficult to shoot down.
The mystery was never about who killed Kara.
Okay, shift this to speed up.
But how she...
I didn't get a good look at the crime scene, but the body was pretty bloody. And what could have spilt that blood besides that big scary gun?
No, that's wrong!
You stupid idiot!
Cassidy, can you stop butting in? You barely investigated the crime scene to begin with.
Whoa, what? I searched that place from top to bottom.
No, you didn't.
Then tell me, how was a fully loaded assault rifle used as the murder weapon?
That's easy. It wasn't. Obviously, the shooter reloaded their gun to full capacity. Any smart shooter could tell you that. Right, Desmond?
Why are you bringing me into this?
Like, bro, what the fuck?
The victim suffered multiple stab wounds to the torso. If the gun was fired, not only should the body have had bullet wounds, but there would be shell casings from the fired bullets. We saw neither at the crime scene.
Details. If the gun didn't do that, chicken, what was the actual murder weapon?
Girl. You can't be this dumb. That's obvious. What was the actual murder weapon? The knife! Like, I know this is supposed to be a super easy case, but like, girly.
Lysocam's razor gotta ruin everything.
Interesting. Both the knife and the rifle were present at the crime scene, but only the knife was used.
Kind of weird, choosing the inferior weapon.
Based.
Of a sharpened blade. If the killer didn't use the rifle, why was it at the crime scene?
Maybe it came from inside the closet.
Don't see why you'd be storing a gun in a janitor's closet.
Man, I don't know. What if it's not even related to the murder?
Of course it's related. It's covered in blood.
Oh no. Everyone's starting to yell.
The debate is getting out of control fast. I need to say something. It's like we're stuck with idiots. Tablet assault rifle.
To reiterate, both the rifle and the knife were next to the victim's body.
Yet they opted for the knife. Odd choice.
I bet that gun didn't even work. These days, it's all about aesthetics over effectiveness.
That's like your opinion, lady.
If the gun was broken, then the killer would have no reason to bring it with them. And yet, they did.
Watch it be for the aesthetic.
It's easy to assume the killer was the one holding the gun, but considering the details of the victim's death, I'm inclined to think otherwise.
To reiterate, both the rifle and the knife were next to the victim's body.
Yet they opted for the knife. Odd choice. I bet that gun didn't even work. These days, it's all about aesthetics over effectiveness. That's like your opinion, lady. If the gun was broken, then the killer would have no reason to bring it with them. And yet, they did. Watch it be for the aesthetic.
To reiterate, both the rifle and the knife
were next to the victim's body. Yet they opted for the knife. Odd choice. I bet that gun didn't even work. Oh, you agree? Thanks, sweetheart.
Wait, the evidence Damon presented doesn't support that.
I need to think this over.
To reiterate, both the rifle and the knife
Tablet.
were next to the victim's body.
Yet they opted for the
knife. Odd choice. I bet that gun didn't even work. Oh, you agree?
Wait.
Okay, so she's not help. It's like, Damon, I thought you were smart.
Both the rifle and the knife
were next to the victim's body. Yet they opted for the knife. Odd choice. I bet that gun didn't even work. These days, it's all about aesthetics over effectiveness. That's like your opinion, lady.
If the gun was broken, then the killer would
have no reason to bring it with them. And yet, they did. Watch it be for the aesthetic.
To reiterate, both the rifle and the knife. Huh? Yes, we already know both weapons were at the scene of the crime. Does that change anything about the murder? To reiterate, both the rifle and the knife were next to the victim's body.
Yet they opted for the knife.
Just like, I was just saying that, why did you agree with me?
If the gun was broken, then the killer.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, so that's what it was.
Stop that thought right there. If we keep assuming the killer had the gun, we'll end up running in circles.
What? You think the killer was unarmed?
No, they were definitely armed. With a knife. The reason they didn't use a gun is probably because they never had it to begin with.
But then, who did?
Easy. The victim.
Whoa.
That would make sense.
If it wasn't the killer, it has to be her. She must have brought it to the closet. She was probably carrying it before the murder, but dropped it when the killer attacked her.
Oh, I guess that makes some sense.
Complete sense.
Yes. It totally did take a while to do that.
Huh?
The victim was stabbed from the front, meaning she could have seen the killer coming, correct? If so, why didn't she shoot them?
A stealth attack! I bet the killer memorized her AI movements.
That girl must have been killed before she had the chance to defend herself.
That's not technically true. There's evidence of a struggle between the victim and the killer.
Specifically evidence that shows the victim attempted to fight back.
This is it. We found dry blood under the victim's fingernails, which implies she was clawing at her attacker.
Hey, Barry.
Of course, no explanation is definitive.
How's it going?
With the killer, but I'm confident this is what happened.
I saw. It looks so adorable. I know she did. She cooked.
Why would you resort to scratching when you're carrying a gun?
Did something get in the way of her using it?
It looks. I know. I love it so much. I'm definitely gonna like update like my profile or something on Discord or something. It looks so good.
She should have seen or heard him coming from the hallway at the very least.
Why do you think she was in the hallway?
RPFPs. It's like, I mean, you should probably change your YouTube PFP because you're still in future mode.
I think you're getting ahead of yourself. How can we be sure the fight happened there?
Maybe the fight started in the hallway, and after it ended, her body was dragged into the closet.
If that happened, shouldn't there have been streaks of blood on the floor? Or in the hallway?
Drag marks? Can't say I saw any.
It was merely a jest.
Okay.
Instead of dragging the victim, what if the killer carried her? I don't know why they would want to do that, but it would explain the lack of drag marks.
But then, wouldn't the killer have been covered in
blood? Aye. It should have gotten everywhere.
Skiddy. Shut up. Goodbye. Get out. Leave.
Those wounds were bruised. A few inches
Love you.
deep, I reckon.
Good point.
She was obviously killed in the closet. That's where the blood was?
Yes, you're right. I'm so sorry for derailing the conversation.
It's okay, Eloise.
Moving on. That fight. The victim had the gun, but she was overpowered?
If she wanted to, she could have just, you know.
It doesn't make much sense, does it?
There must be something we're missing. Something that explains the victim was overpowered. And I know I'm the only one who can figure that out. Alright, I'll talk about agree points. During the last non-stop debate, you have noticed that some phrases were blue. Bet you weren't expecting that, huh? Those phrases are called agree points. Okay, yeah. I think it has to do something with the bucket. Because there's bleach.
By the sounds of it, those two did have a crazy tussle.
But she still carried a gun. So why didn't she shoot?
I bet that girl didn't even see them coming.
Maybe she thought the killer was her friend? I know I wouldn't hurt a friend.
She tried clawing their eyes out.
Why would the victim not shoot her attacker? Everyone's got a theory, but who's the actual answer?
That salami killer pulled a fast one and knocked the gun out of her hand.
By the sounds of it, those two did have a crazy tussle. But she still carried a gun. So why didn't she shoot?
I bet that girl didn't even see them coming.
Ah, man.
That salami killer pulled a fast one and knocked the gun out of her hand. By the sounds of it, those two did have a crazy tussle. But she still carried a gun.
So
Why didn't she shoot? I bet that girl
didn't even.
I'm so bad at aiming.
That salami killer pulled a fast one and knocked the gun out of her hand. By the sounds of it, those two did have a crazy tussle. But she still carried a gun. So why didn't she shoot? I bet that girl
Didn't even see. Appreciate the support, but you're not talking any sense, mate.
That salami killer pulled a fast one and knocked the gun out of her hand.
That's right. The killer lunged at her and pushed the gun out of her hands.
It sounds risky. What if she saw them and unloaded a bunch of bullets?
That salami killer pulled a fast one. Her hand.
That's right. The killer.
That salami killer. Hand.
Hmm. Why would they be clean?
By the sounds of it.
But she still carried a gun. So why didn't she shoot?
I bet that girl didn't even see.
Was it? Oh, that was it? Thought it would be the bucket for sure.
John actually has a point. The victim probably couldn't see what was going on. According to the tablet, she suffered chemical burns to the face and eyes.
Oh.
Effectively blinded her. Also, inside the janitor's closet, there was a large empty bottle of bleach. That's probably the chemical that caused the burns.
Blinded? With bleach? That's horrible.
She sure put up a struggle. Without a gun, I guess the next best thing was her hands.
So the killer was definitely the one who blinded her.
Indeed. Knowing she had a gun, he blinded her to make her less dangerous. Then, when he pinned her against the door and stabbed her, she tried to retaliate.
Until eventually dying from her wounds.
Jeez, this is brutal. Couldn't they have toned down the violence?
In a Danganronpa game? Never.
The past is in the past, and we can't change that. All we can do is solve her untimely death, eh?
I mean, by the sounds of it, we've already figured it out, right?
No. Not yet.
Seriously?
But we've already discussed so much!
We know she was armed. We know she was blinded. We figured out how she died. How is this not a closed case?
Please understand, I'm proud of everyone's hard work so far. Because of you, we're one step closer to bringing the victim justice.
This was never about the dummy.
However, we should think of this case like an equation. Knowing how it works is only half the struggle. Now we need to figure out why.
As in...
You're on the right track.
You speak like we have any information on the killer. The man's a stock image. He doesn't even have a name. What are we supposed to ascertain from that? That he's a non-character?
Not every answer will be written down for you. Sometimes actions speak louder than...
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold the phone!
Grace?
What? Since when was Grace back to normal?
Okay, what is it, Grace?
Watching you guys try to solve this mystery has been like watching a dumpster catch on fire. I guess all that smoke must have clouded your vision, 'cause there's a big-ass elephant in this room.
An elephant in the room?
Huh?
That's giving us too much credit.
So the killer incapacitated that girl. She had a gun, it makes total sense. Problem is, you've yet to explain how he used the bleach.
I sort of assumed he spilled it on the victim.
Right. He just tipped the bottle over her.
That bottle is where the bleach came from, sure. But I doubt the bottle itself was involved in the murder. When we found it, it was neatly ordered on a shelf near the back of the closet. The gun and knife were just thrown on the floor. So it's weird.
I already know what the answer is.
Handled so differently.
Do you think the killer just poured the contents of that bottle into something else?
Sure, before the actual murder took place, I'd say.
And what is this something else? Go on. Explain it before this dumpster turns molten.
She's really stubborn about this, but I get the point she's trying to make. Before we move on from this subject, we need to make sure this logic's completely sound. Alright then, let's put out this fire. Okay, I know exactly what it is. It's the bucket.
Well, if the original bottle's been emptied, where'd the bleach go?
Into another bottle?
What about a container? There were a bunch in the closet.
I bet the killer had a secret water gun. So when the victim came in, pow! He squirted her in the eyes.
Hey! The ink vanishes when the battle's over.
Call the fire brigade, Grace.
To deflect the chemical burns, killer had to use something, but what? Just call the fire brigade, Grace.
Been emptied. Where'd the bleach go? Into another bottle? What about a container?
I got it.
You're right.
She's correct. The killer put the chemicals in a bucket. Or, more specifically, the same bucket we found at the crime scene. After all, it reeked of bleach. If the killer didn't use it to transport bleach, what else did they use it for? Personal cleaning? I doubt it.
Yo, that makes sense.
A broken clock is right twice a day.
Okay, cool. So, how'd the killer use that bucket to spill bleach in the victim's eyes?
It would be a fairly heavy bucket, so it's unlikely he threw it on her.
She'd shoot him before he even had the chance. Use your brain, mate.
Of course, my apologies.
It's a good question. How was the killer able to get a hefty bucket of chemicals into the victim's eyes, especially without her knowing? This must be some kind of clue missing here. Think, Damon, think.
Even if he did manage to splash her, the girl should have sustained intense facial burns. However, aside from her eyes, her face was relatively untouched.
Well, if you check the tablet, it said she had burns to the scalp, too.
Burns to the scalp? How does that work? Unless those chemicals came from above?
Above? Yes, that's right, above!
Did the killer somehow suspend the bucket in the air? Maybe there was a mechanism that made it tip over when someone entered the room.
Where's this bucket supposed to be again?
Above. Which, well, could mean anything.
Was the killer hiding above the door frame?
There's no way they were up there. There's nothing for them to sit or hold on to. Not to mention, they couldn't have stabbed her from up there.
And if there's no place for the killer to sit, then there's no place for the bucket to sit.
Unless you take into account the size difference. The space above the entrance might not be able to support a person, but it could still support something as small as a bucket.
And that thing supporting the bucket?
The killer wanted two things for the bucket above the victim, and for it to spill on her when she entered the room. In other words, he needed to balance the bucket, but on what? What did the killer balance the bucket on? Stepladder.
That stepladder is like half my
Oh,
house.
the door.
The killer used it.
I got it. I don't know how we overlooked this, but I've got it. The killer just balanced the bucket on the door.
Like in those water bucket pranks people film?
Exactly. When the victim came into the room, she pushed open the door and caused the bucket to fall on her. This would make it so she couldn't shoot back or even get a chance to see her assailant. When the bucket hit the ground, it probably rolled away. That'd explain why we found it a couple feet from the victim.
That is a possibility, yeah.
It sounds like the best conclusion.
There's just one problem. How was the killer able to reach that high? Unless they were abnormally tall, it'd be difficult to place something on top of that door.
Well, let's use that as our next point of discussion. How did the killer set up this trap?
To balance the bucket on the door, the killer would need to reach pretty high. Is there anything in the crime? Okay, yeah. The stepladder.
This is it. There was a stepladder hiding behind the closet door. The killer probably used that. After climbing it, they could position the bucket right on top of the door.
Figures.
My precious stepladder? You think the bad guy used my super duper obvious stepladder?
Match point. Occam's razor.
Yes, it appears our killer didn't care much for subtlety. No matter how obvious it seems, it's the only answer that makes sense.
It was the only knickknack of its kind, too. If there's something else that killer could have used, it's escaping me.
I see. It makes sense with what we've got so far, but I'm not done yet. I still have one last question for you, Apes.
Okay.
Please just leave us alone. Oh, I'm so tired.
Hey, don't be like that. Grace may be loud, but her questions have really helped our discussion.
Anyway, what was the killer doing when that bucket poured onto the girl's head?
He obviously didn't just stand there and observe.
I have to agree, they must have been hiding somewhere waiting for her to arrive. Somewhere nearby, I'd assume? Behind... Behind the door?
What about behind the door? The killer could have hidden there as the girl entered.
Wouldn't the stepladder be in the way?
You could have just moved it or something. On top of the door. In the back of the janitor's closet?
I got it.
Just like, you could have just moved it.
I've got it. The killer was hiding in the back of the closet. If If he was pressed up against the furthest shelf and facing the entrance, there'd be a diagonal path between him and his victim. I say diagonal because that's the only way you can make a direct charge forward. Also, when the victim entered the room, she would have been standing with her back to the hallway, right outside the killer's range. That's why the stab wounds were only made to her chest.
Creating the crime scene we found! Great job, guys! We're actually doing this!
That was the last mystery, right? We must have put everything together now.
Even if it's all fake, I feel really bad for this victim.
It's an ugly sight, but she's no victim.
Huh?
Well, technically she is, but let's be real. The girl was carrying a gun. She probably provoked the killer, and they killed her in self-defense. It's a clear-cut case of the hunter becoming the hunted, no?
True.
That's no excuse.
What?
There's no justifying murder. Killing a woman is the worst thing a man could do.
You're emanating a sizable amount of emotional tension. Are you okay?
There's no excuse. There never was an excuse.
Wolfgang, you good, bro?
28 stab wounds. No girl, no person should ever suffer Kara's fate.
I mean, to be fair, that is excessive.
Wait, who's Kara?
It was the victim's name! Didn't anyone read the tablet?
I agree with you, dude. But you don't have to shout out your point.
Oi, what's all this about? We figured out the case. Stop trying to drag it on.
No. We're not finished here.
Huh?
There's no murder without a proper motive. We need to discuss why Kara died.
I am not going this far for a fictional murder case. We aren't looking for a murderer. We're looking for answers, which we have.
Do you turn in a half-finished exam, Winona? An essay without its conclusion? This isn't about efficiency. This is about being right. Or do you, a supposed entrepreneur, not value integrity?
Oh god. He's acting a bit off, but I see his point.
What the hell? Let's just talk about the motive. There's no harm in doing that, right?
Well, what was the motive? Was the killer fighting for their life? Or were they going out of their way to murder?
Maybe the gun freaked him out.
If I was in the killer's shoes, I'd definitely be nervous. Thing is,
But
while acting out of self-defense
they did
is
this
possible,
intentionally.
when does it look like this?
Given the severity, I'd liken it to a crime of passion.
Something done on impulse?
What if they were frightened? A spooky thing might have set them off big time.
That's wrong. There's no way this was done in self-defense.
Yeah, they set this up.
No matter what excuse the killer uses, it doesn't change the fact they have blood on their hands.
Yo, bud, you seem a little pressed.
Silence! I won't allow this!
Oh god. Things are getting emotional. Well, you've only been using logical arguments to further the trial so far. Now might be a good time to change your approach. Introducing the pathos mechanic. During non-stop debates, the emotional charged commentary of your classmates will appear as purple text. These comments are called pathos statements. You'll absorb these pathos statements by hovering over your reticle and pressing E or LT. The pathos statements will then be loaded into your truth cylinder. Find a weak spot that directly contradicted by the pathos statement and fire. Succeeded, you'll make a powerful emotional argument to counteract your opponents. Interesting mechanic.
To kill Kara so easily and without restraint. There is no way to justify this.
Take a chill pill, man.
You expect me to stay calm? This was the sadistic killing of one of humanity's brightest!
We shouldn't make a lot of assumptions about the killer's morals. This could have been self-defense.
You don't even know the damn killer. Just the crime scene they left behind.
This killer, dead or alive, deserves to be brought to justice!
But how can we do that? There's no reason to trust you if you have no proof. So says the ultimate liar.
Was this murder justified, or was it truly unforgivable? I feel like I have an obligation to find the truth.
To kill Kara so easily and without restraint. There is no way to
justify this. Take a chill pill, man.
You expect me to stay calm? This was the sadistic killing of one of humanity's brightest.
We should have made a lot of assumptions.
About the killer.
There's morals. This could have been self-defense. You don't even know the damn killer. Just the crimes they may left behind. This killer, dead or alive, deserves to be brought to justice! But how can we do that?
There's no
reason to trust you.
If you have
no proof. So says the ultimate liar.
They're just like the freaking, like, truth flashbacks from the previous games.
There is no way to justify this. Make it chill, man.
You expect
me to stay calm? This was the sadistic
killing of humanity's brightest.
I don't see how that relates to his point.
To kill Kara so easily.
And without restraint. There is no way to justify this. Make it chill, man. You expect me to stay calm? This was the sadistic killing of one of humanity's brightest. We should have made a lot of assumptions about the killer's morals. This could have been self-defense. You don't even know the damn killer. Just the crimes they may left behind. This killer, dead or alive, deserves to be brought to justice!
But how can we do that? There's no
reason to trust you.
No, that's wrong!
Pathos counter!
Expertise shouldn't be overlooked here. If there's anyone to believe, it's the lawyer.
Say what?
Wolfgang has spent his life in the courtroom and on the crime scene. He'd understand the criminal mind in ways we can't possibly imagine. He was even emotionally invested in a murder case he'd never seen before. If his lawyer's intuition tells us that the killer was in the wrong, then we have no reason to disagree. We're all ultimates for a reason. We need to trust in talent.
Well spoken. If Wolfgang is adamant about the killer's intentions, we should have faith in him.
Yeah! Wolfgang's clearly trying his best for us.
Let's trust in the lawyer and his bargain bin buddy.
Cassidy!
Hey! If it means going home, then new guys convinced me.
Right on! Team Wolfgang all the way!
Thank you all for your support.
Well, Eva, do you still disagree?
Even if I did, it's not worth pursuing.
Does this mean we're done here? Hey! We're disembodied voice! We've figured out your stupid case! Now let us leave!
You're finally done. In all honesty, I stopped paying attention a long time ago.
What? We only went through this case because of you.
Silly me, I have a short attention span. So, just for my own benefit, why don't you summarize the information you've learned? It'll be good practice.
Practice?
Fine. I'll do as you ask. I'll present the truth.
We'll present the truth together. Let's dig into it.
Alright, closing argument. It was a comic book, relatively good, with the gaps in the stories, stock panels, you navigate the stock. Hover over left key to insert the panel, Q&E keys flip between pages. Okay. In the janitor's closet, going up the stepladder, opening the door. So where's the killer hide? What was the victim carrying? How did the killer reach the door frame? What did the killer pour into the bucket? How was the trap triggered? Assume this one. Okay. Clawing at the killer's neck. What was the victim carrying? Assault rifle. What did the killer pour into the bucket? Bleach. Clawing at the killer's neck.
This is how it happened. victim was Kara Koshkinen, the ultimate teacher's aide. Right before her death, she was wandering around the academy carrying a large assault rifle. That was probably when our unnamed killer, who was armed with a knife, spotted her.
And decided he'd put her to eternal rest.
I like how I'm not the only one doing this.
He slid inside that little janitor's closet, where he began hatching a deadly scheme.
Aye. They needed a way to surprise the victim, who was better armed. The killer grabbed a bottle of bleach from the closet and poured its contents into a bucket.
That's because they wanted to blind Kara by splashing the bleach in her eyes.
Sneaky little bastard.
But to do that, they would need to set a trap and catch the victim by surprise. The killer moved a stepladder behind the closet door and climbed up it to reach the doorframe. There, they carefully placed the bucket.
That way, when the victim opened the door, the bucket would empty its contents all over her.
After completing this setup, the killer retreated to the far end of the janitor's closet and waited for the victim's arrival. The killer could have made noise to attract the victim's attention. Either way, the victim tried to open the door.
And, the bleach splashed all over her. Her scalp, face, and eyes were severely burned.
Jesus.
The killer leapt from his hiding place and began viciously attacking Kara. In his fit of rage and cruelty, he stabbed her from the front 28 times.
While being stabbed, the victim tried to fight back by clawing at the killer. This left the dried blood under her fingernails. However, it didn't deter the killer, and the victim eventually died.
At present, we don't have enough information to reveal the killer's true identity, but their actions haven't been forgotten. That is the truth behind this case.
The killer did this.
Are you satisfied?
We don't know why, though.
Measly 3 acts. Poor horse would be beside himself.
Who the hell is...
No one cares! We've done your end of the bargain. Now let us out already!
That is what I promised, isn't it? All right, I'll let you leave this room. But before I do, may I be frank with you all for a second?
Uh-huh.
This entire time I've been hiding behind a speaker, afraid to show my face. My heart tells me you'll react cruelly to it. However, my head, it raises a compelling argument. Who cares what others think? Shouldn't I get to have a little fun once in a while? Yes. Let's do away with these silly boundaries already. It's time we meet face to face.
Face to face?
What was that all about?
Everybody, look over there!
Huh? Who is it? Who is this guy? Who the hell are you? It's an actual person.
Pickaxes, peasants! The walls have finally crumbled. What will you do now that you've reached the other side? Will you treasure this new land, serve it, or will you set it ablaze? Well, peasants, have you made your choice?
Yo, what the fuck is going on?
The person, his voice.
Are you the speaker guy?
Speaker guy? No. You don't address your superiors like that.
Gold Milker, evil J-Lo, hey.
Within the halls of this academy, you'll refer to me by one name, and one name only. His Highness, the great and powerful Tozu, host of the Killing Game.
Oh no. Killing game? Oh, you could call me Tozu for short.
Hey.
What do you mean, killing game?
The show must go on.
Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case? Quite the contrary. This is only the beginning. What?
Why the long face?
Isn't it obvious? You, my dear subordinates,
Blood is rushing.
are going to kill each other. That's not funny. But you said we could go home if we solved the mystery. I gave you peasants an incentive. It's not my fault you took it the wrong way. What are you talking about? You lied to us? Lied? Oh, no, absolutely not. I'm a fair man. A man sworn to truth. And if I recall correctly... I specifically said you could leave this room, not go home. Fucking course. You sneaky son of a bitch! You're full of shit, man. There you go, losing control of your voice. That's how you lost the argument. Logic is a cowardly thing like that. It'll jump ship the moment it gets confronted with a challenge. Didn't lie, did he? He said he never lies. So what was this about Eden Gardens Academy? Bullshit, what am I doing believing someone like him? There's no other way around it, he's lying. Hey, why didn't you tell us about your dumb game sooner? And watch you peasants run away. Pfft, I can't host a game without contestants. Please, don't do this. I just want to be with my family. Please, just let me go home. There's no need to cry, Miss Dolner. We are civilized here. No one is going to kill simply because they've been ordered to. What's this? The peasant has a rebuttal? A match between unprepared, unfit players. You could hardly call that a match. In much the same way, this game you proposed, a killing game between students who don't have the heart to kill. Do you seriously think we'll abandon our morals so quickly? Yeah, that's totally right. We're like super boring people. We don't have what it takes to do something like this. My heart is terribly soft. Softer than the most delicate piece of mochi. When I see a fly in my room, I catch the poor deer in a jar and return her to nature. My mochi heart would melt otherwise.
I see.
That's your argument, is it?
How interesting.
So what has you so convinced? What do you mean? What makes you think the people in this room lack heart to kill? Do you even know anything about them besides their names and ultimate talents? If you do, then tell me, regarding killing, where do they stand? Are they okay with murder if it's for the greater good? Are they okay with murder if it guarantees their survival? Is where they currently stand on the issue the same as where they're willing to stand? Go on. You've had a couple of hours to get to know everyone. That's plenty of time to learn their life stories, right? Should I take this as a no? Goodness, what a surprise. Not... You wouldn't be here all dressed up in that fancy suit if you were so naive.
Such a spoilsport.
Oh, and one more thing. That trial that you just did, that was your preparation for the killing game. Hell, all you did was make us play detective. And for good reason. If one of you is killed, remaining students will participate in the true class trial. Your objective here is simple. Uncover the culprit if you can. Using evidence you gather during the investigation, you will argue who believe committed the murder. The result will be decided by popular vote. If you choose the right person, they alone will be executed and the killing game will continue. However, if you choose the wrong person, the guilty party will be set free, the rest of you will be executed instead. Those are the rules of the game. Everyone understand? All of us will be executed? That's not fair. Really? I think it's most beautiful rules. Everyone has an incentive to participate in the game, innocent or otherwise. That's insane. You're treating us like pigs to slaughter. Nonsense. All of you have the chance to survive this game. Do you think the common butcher is so merciful? By the way, if no guilty party ever escapes the killing game, will end when there are only 2 students left. You may want to remember that. Or maybe you don't care. That depends what kind of person you are.
No shot.
2 people? That's hardly better than if someone gets away with murder. I know, that's what makes it so funny. Most of you will die, no matter what, and yet with every passing trial, all cling to life more desperately. And that exact mindset is what causes more murders to happen. Aren't those rules simply brilliant? Perfect test of the limits of human compassion. I can't wait to see you in action. That man's loud, tenacious, inducing ladder was suddenly caught up by a whelm-tight strike from behind. Kick his ass!
Stop it!
Since you've made it clear you won't listen to reason, I'll just make sure you have no arms to kill with!
Do you even listen to when I talk? I'm not the one doing the killing. It's you lot who are...
Grace dove her fist directly into his stomach. She followed it with another blow and another, and when it looked like she was going to be satisfied until he was dead, I saw it. Out of nowhere, a tiny red dot appeared on Grace's face.
Hey, stop already. There's a...
But before we could do... Oh! Sound of a gunshot echoed in our ears. They did... Okay. Grace released the man from her grip. Speechless, she moved her hand to her cheek, which had been nicked by a stray bullet. He's not fucking around. Who the hell are you? Why do you look like Luna? We all looked in the direction the shot came from. The shooter sat silently by the pillar, a trail of smoke rising in the mouth of her rifle. Her mask. The design was a panther instead of a goat, but it was clear that she was working for him. You shot at her.
For real?
This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them? Looked slowly back down from Tozu, suddenly fearful for their lives. What a shocking and unnecessary display of violence. I was talking about the golfer woman. Well, now that you've become acquainted with our enforcer, Mara, any of you kids try to temporize the killing game, such as by attacking me, she'll be there to put an end to your shenanigans.
Pardon me.
Even though she misses her shots. That was just a warning. I assure you, it'd be unwise to further test her sharpshooting ability.
In any case...
Regardless, I finally have an answer to your previous question. You asked me if I knew anything about my friends besides their names and talents.
No matter.
Truthfully, I don't, but I'll continue to trust in them as if I do, because they're ultimates. They are charged with the betterment of society. They've proven themselves to be above simple acts of self-interest.
We will not succumb.
Even if you trap us, fire guns at us, and force us to endure partial courtroom procedures. He's right.
Don't test me.
No matter how weird these guys are, you're talented. Do you really think an ultimate would fall for this bullshit? That's right. My friends and I have too much to live for, too much to achieve. We won't throw all that away for your killing game. All going to escape. We have to. One by one, students raised their voices in solidarity with Wolfgang. All of them were so confident in what they were saying, so willingly to blindly put their faith in each other. For some reason, it made me sick. Never underestimate the strength of human connection. I'm quite familiar with this idea. What kind of captain would I be if I couldn't even handle contempt? Why do you feel this way when everyone else seems so hopeful? A voice inside me is answered by another.
No.
You've got it all wrong. Students turned their attention towards Eva, surprised by her words. Eh? Do you actually believe no one here will try to kill? You're really naive. I don't know how you made it as a lawyer. Well, instead of resorting to compared to normal people, ultimates are more prone to killing, not less. Living with constant praise from the public has ruined our sense of self. If you need example,
I'm in the outside world. Ultimates will do anything to further their own goals. Same is probably true here. Once you realize your dreams could be only achieved if you escape, you resort to murder.
Can't you see?
If you continue to convince all these people to trust each other, they'll only be more vulnerable. Unless that was your plan all along. It is possible you want to make everyone vulnerable, so that it will be easier for you to kill them. That's enough! Suddenly Ingrid stepped in front of Wolfgang protectively. Wolfie's done nothing wrong. He's given us all a vote of confidence. Yeah, it's something we all needed. So stop trying to turn us against each other, please? Her whole feeling grew stronger as the other students admonished Eva. Grew stronger and stronger, and I knew I had to say something. Eva's right. Huh? No! Damon, not you too!
I know.
Look, I get it. You want to make this situation less scary for everyone. But Eva made a good point. All of us have clear motivation to leave this place, even at the cost of other people's lives. Whether it's to see our families again, or for the sake of our talents. No, I would never kill anyone!
That's not it.
Diana, you yourself admitted you had too much to achieve. Don't you see how that's playing into the masked man's hands? The whole "we're all ultimates" thing is pretty inane anyways. After meeting all of you, it's clear none of us have the same goals. What are you insinuating? Don't we all carry the same obligation to improve the world we live in? The question angered me more than anything that had ever been said before. I could no longer suppress my true feelings. Look, the title really barely means shit nowadays, alright? Most ultimates are just dullards obsessing over some pointless hobby. Their talents don't contribute anything of worth. The only thing they are capable of is leeching out public attention for their own goals. Ouch.
You've got to be kidding me.
Running a business that feeds millions is pointless? Some of you are an exception, obviously. But come on, there's no way the rest of you can improve the world we live in with your niche fixations. Don't you mean the rest of us? You're an ultimate too. Yeah, what the hell makes you so special? I feel the words worming their way into my soul. What makes you so special? Well, I can actually achieve many things with my talent. I can argue policy, consider ethics and morality. Better yet, I was the one who got you guys through that trial. Is that really what happened? Remember all of us helping out?
Yo, I see what's going on. You think you're better than us just because you can say words nobody understands. Well, that kind of stuff is relative. Let me tell you what a dragster is, do you know?
Watch your step lest you trip and fall from the unparalleled heights of your vanity. I'm disappointed in you. How are you so concerned about making yourself look good when you're in the middle of a death game? What? I wasn't trying to. It's no use, they turned against me, hurling obscenities, scowling, and simply shaking their heads.
Ew. Do I sense anger? Hatred? An unquenchable sense of bloodthirst?
We'll save that for later. I'm the only person who can spill blood in the courtroom. The elevator will take you back to the killing game arena. We've cleaned up the crime scene and prepared a dorm room for each of you. Thanks, now can you get lost?
Okay.
Turned to his podium, the masked woman trailing closely behind. The Tsar mechanism that brought him into the room lowered the two of them into the ground and out of sight.
Hey.
Still, we're not gonna kill anyone, right guys? No matter what happens, we're all gonna make it out of here, okay? It's only the madman who had left the reality truly began to set in. The classic shot. Trapped in a killing game. People who despise me. How did this happen? I just wanted to help. I just wanted to make sure that we didn't trust each other too easily. Now I'm being treated like the bad guy. These people practice what they preach? They really refuse to kill? Can't trust anyone here. For better or for worse, it's me versus them. So cue the beginning of the end. The beginning of an unfathomable nightmare. An unrelenting despair. Beginning of the killing game. And that was just the prologue. Surviving members 16. To be continued. Like, that was only the prologue, and it's already a pretty good start. Like, I never thought we would actually start with a trial for a prologue. What's this? Team Eden's Garden presents. Game directed by F.L. Limtaka Omori. Opening directed and produced by Andrew Moores and Stephen Long. Main theme composed by Robbie Good. Diamond Matsu. Eva Tsunaka. Desmond Hall. Eloise Tallner. Toshiko Kariya. Winona. Ulysses Wilhelm. Mark Bursky. Diana Venencia. Wolfgang Akire. This opening is so cool. Kai Montaniago. Jet Dawson. Ingrid Grimwall. Grace Madison. Jean Cassidy Amber. Tozu. Mara. Damn, that intro was fire. Chapter 1. Beneath the Veil of Hypocrisy. As much as I would want to do all of Chapter 1, I didn't expect the prologue to be this long. Like, usually I'm okay with it being like 2 hours maybe, and getting started maybe to the murder of Chapter 1, but this was 3 hours of just the prologue. So I think I'm gonna end around this area, and like, so let me see, can I... So yeah. And I can just continue. Just making sure that the save works. Is this supposed to happen? There's no way it's taking that long to load. Game. Okay then. Oh, that's concerning. I'll check it out later if the game actually saved, but I see there's a chapter select, so I could possibly just skip to chapter 1 in case, you know, it didn't work. But this was a pretty good introduction to this game. I am invested to see what will happen. But as for tomorrow, I'm definitely going to stream more, I'm going to finish 3D World and do Champions Road. I don't know if I can stream again that day, because I have something else that I want to do. So I don't know if I'll be able to stream Chapter 1 tomorrow. And Sunday, it's because I'm most likely streaming Brothership Sunday. So, I'm most likely not going to be able to stream this until next week again. I'll see what happens. But until then, this was really fun. Thank you everyone for watching. I had a great time despite the issues at the beginning. I'll just say that I won't be able to use my PNG for this kinds of games because of how laggy it is or be on Discord, but that's fine. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye everyone!